That's why she call me honey now. Yeah, honey now. My baby like it money now. Honey now. That's why she call me honey now. I dey call her Diana. She dey make me go gaga. My baby is fire. She dey make me go gaga. I dey call her Diana. She dey make me go gaga. My baby is fire. She dey make me go gaga. From Nigeria to Hong Kong, then they singing my song, then they feeling the boy, cause my money so long. Oh yeah, go down, sexy girl, yeah, go down. Make the boys them use control. Make them wanna spend my do. Sexy girl from China, come be my lady today. What you did roll and what you did dance, I'm loving your way. She say she want the money now. That's why she call me honey now. My baby like the money now. That's why she call me honey now. I dey call her Diana. She dey make me go gaga. My baby is fire. She dey make me go gaga. I dey call her Diana. She dey make me go gaga. My baby is fire. She dey make me go gaga. She say she want the money now. That's why she call me honey now. My baby like it money now. That's why she call me honey now. I dey call her Diana. She dey make me go gaga. My baby is fire. She dey make me go gaga. I dey call her Diana. She dey make me go gaga. My baby is fire. She dey make me go gaga. I dey call her Diana. My baby is fire.
Hey, Goose, what up, nigga? 400 block shit. Tell these hoes, ground, bitch. Get lost, bitch. Bitch, beat it, 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 bitch, beat it. If you out here, you ain't getting to no chick, I tell her beat it. Fucking butt ain't giving up no nigga, I tell her beat it, bitch, 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 beat it. If she call my phone and ask me for some weed, bitch, beat it. Hell no, you can't even hit the weed, bitch, beat it, bitch.
If you ain't getting to the bag, tell them get the stepping. Skinny nigga with the juice, ain't no need for flexing. AI to these lose, I just overstepped them. Keep your bitch from around me, breathing silent the way I intercept shit. When I'm down like Michael Jackson, I tell her beat it. Keep the teasing, ruthless how I do it. You think my name was easy, please believe me. Dick look like a feast, I take it out, she eat it, then I beat it. After that I swerve, no chance to Billie Jean me. Fresh from head to feet, so I can't help that I'm conceited. Ain't no love, you get mistreated. Number get blocked and deleted. Racist shit, don't fuck with niggas. If it ain't about dividends, about my business. If you ain't the same, then me no comprehend. Now bitch beat it, 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 bitch beat it. If you out here, you ain't getting to no chick, I tell her beat it. Fucking butt ain't giving up no nigga, I tell her beat it, bitch 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 beat it. She'll call my phone and ask me for some weed, bitch beat it. Swag no, hell no, you can't even hit the weed, Get your nails done, buy some weed, How you tripping, girl? I won't be doing none of that. I'm in the trenches tripping where they doing numbers at. I'm slinging water around this bitch, I'm like a lumberjack. You thinking I'ma fall in love, yeah, you have fun with that. I'm just trying to get some pussy with no love attack. Cause I be running through these hoes just like a running back. Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith, but I throw bullets like Drew Brees. I'm getting here with my pants down, I ain't taking off these 2 3s. She called me for that new weed, but I tell that hoe to beat it. I don't care how good you fuck, bitch, and I don't care how good you eat it. Beat it, bitch, beat it, bitch, beat it, bitch,
bitch beat it, bitch beat it, bitch beat it, bitch beat it, bitch beat it. If she call my phone and ask me for some weed, bitch beat it. Hell no, you can't even hit the weed, bitch beat it, bitch beat it, beat it.
Ladies and gentlemen, hood rats and pimps, you are now tuned to the most controversial radio show on earth, Narcistic Nation, and I'm your host with the most, the real grain gripping, 100 proof sipping. Don't get mad if your baby mama listening, son of a gun with the high caliber, and I'm having a hard time keeping these gator frames on my motherfucking face. Now, before I start the show, the thoughts and expression of it is not those of WTMH. It is not those of Narcistic Entertainment. You want to do business? Hit my phone. Hit the jack, as they say. 614-893-0696. That my number? That's the business line now. Is that it? Oh, yeah. I switched it over. I got a new personal line. So, yeah, it's on the card. I got y'all the new cards. Y'all ain't got them? Oh, first of all, before y'all yelling shit like that, I'm the only one that really allowed to yell because I'm the lead host. But okay, I'll let y'all back in. Hold on, let me see. Boom.
You hear me knocking?
Hey,
well, let me in. Shit.
My fault. Shit, we got Stewie B in the motherfucking building.
What's happening? It's your nigga Stewie, bitch.
We got K Monet in the motherfucking building.
What's good? What's good? What it do, y'all? I'm here.
We got the Cleavage Cavalier.
Hey.
MJ in the motherfucking building.
My titties is out, kind of, sort of.
Let me see.
Kind of, low-key, kind of.
I'm short today. Let me sit up.
Oh, you got a camouflage
they got
coat on.
Cold.
What you mean?
It ain't cold.
Man, bye.
And even if it is cold, it's supposed to be perky for the fans, you know?
Man.
They
Hey,
are
man.
perky.
Well, I guess that there were some complaints last week. They was like, your cleavage ain't out. And you call you the Cleavage Cavalier.
That's what I be saying.
Cleavage, it ain't it.
You ain't living up to your name.
Well, listen, this is my whole thing. If y'all gonna complain, start supplying my closet with
All
the
the
shit.
good bras.
So basically,
I'm
if
just
I
saying.
send you $40
Nah.
on Cash App, listen,
$400.
I'll send you
Cash App.
$40 on Cash App. It is it's in the caption, invisible shirt.
Nah.
Oh, I just wanted to know. I was trying to provide GoFundMe type shit.
What?
With that being said, we're gonna pop the clutch. I apologize for last week. The show got blocked because we played a lot of songs that wasn't passed. As far as like we played a lot of new songs and we played some songs dedicated to Sade, our fallen soldier, Narcistic alum.
Hey.
With that being said, MJ,
Yes,
how do you feel about last week's show? I had a lot of fun.
I did. I had a lot of fun too. Don was here, and
With that being said, I'm about to bring some motherfuckers up on charges.
God.
Where the fuck was y'all antennas last week when we was in the trenches? Because you got the camo on.
Well, my mother, happy birthday, belated birthday. My mom turned 50, so
Happy
we
birthday.
threw a surprise 50th birthday party.
Hey,
She
Shouts
made
out to
some
my
Johnny
mom.
Marzetti and shit.
You know, no, we had a good time. We surprised her, actually. She knew nothing about it. We went to the social club, and
Yeah.
she was literally totally surprised. Everybody literally kept it a secret. She knew
That's
nothing about it.
good.
didn't
So
turn
it
out.
wasn't that one cousin that had to tell her
Nope.
just to show
I
that they
thought
the
one
best.
of the kids were going to bust it out, but no one did. She was
Oh,
totally
that's
caught off
what's up.
guard. She loved it. She had a good time. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. where's
I
my-
was in Cali.
at the event.
You always in Cali.
I know, man. That's like my second
I
home,
think
man.
he's auditioning being a reality show. Like he be
You should,
fighting.
you should be in
Love
a
it, hip-hop.
reality show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a stoner bit.
Stoner,
Stoner
bitch.
bitch.
Hey,
so funny.
that ring bells.
You know what? There's so you guys know how like Complex Magazine, you know how they have like a whole series on Netflix with like a bunch of reality series. You should probably pitch that for real.
I'm thinking, y'all niggas got a nigga
Wait.
thinking. I already got some
Or-
other shit going on, but
I don't know if
that
it's
shit
what you
right
just said because I've been drinking some Kanika, but what you should do a reality show where you just fly to different places that sell or have dispensaries and try their weed.
Yeah.
Well, that's more like him.
there. That is.
How
more
was
like
that event, though? That event looked
Listen.
nice.
It's called a sesh.
First of all, boom, let's go around table. MJ, what do you think a sesh is?
With a whole bunch of hash, a whole bunch of gas.
Yeah.
Like all of that.
Hey,
I think it's where a whole bunch of sucker niggas meet up.
no.
Oh,
Definitely a
was that
sesh.
shade? I
No.
kind of feel like that was shade.
Call me
low-key.
MC Palm Tree.
He better, he better get what you said.
So,
right
call
out.
me MC Palm Tree.
I think he big mad. Nah, the
Big
sesh.
mad.
yeah,
goes
man.
down.
I was
Listen,
sober.
the sesh is like going to the club, but it's just all weed.
Yeah, that's
So
dope.
like
That's
all
dope.
the edibles you can get, all of that. You can try as much weed as you want to for the
A
free.
room full of crackheads.
You can.
Wow. It's,
So,
I mean,
so
how
then-
high were
So
you?
you get to what?
What?
I think I'm still in LA. For real. That's why I got
I
my
missed
little
my
shirt
flight.
on. I got my little shirt on and shit. I thought I was still in LA when I woke up.
wow.
But hey, it goes down, though. I went to 2 of them.
Sound nice.
I went to one. It was so lit. The first one,
Mhm.
I went to one right before I got on the flight.
That sound nice.
That shit
Nice.
went down,
I'm gonna
down,
have to
though.
catch you one of these.
You
Like,
need to go to
it's
like
tables
Amsterdam
everywhere.
and shit. You need to go to Amsterdam.
That's where I'm trying to go, to the
Everybody
Amsterdam.
that know me, they know I love marijuana. That's my
the
bitch.
marijuana.
It's a booming business.
That's my
you should
bitch.
definitely get involved.
Hey. And it's a lot of money with that weed shit in Cali.
Mhm.
How much you spend?
Man, listen.
A lot.
Too goddamn
Too much. It's so much
Listen,
cheaper down there.
Yeah, but in the
How much
dispensary,
AF you go for
a
down
lot
there?
of the dispensaries
Shit,
though, there
$20,
they
$25.
charge tax.
Okay.
Some of them you go to, they don't charge tax, so you can get like some $25 eggs. and
Yeah,
shit
but
like
that's
that.
the
But
poor.
then-
That's the poor.
But then you
trade.
got
That's
some.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Then you got
That's Reggie.
no. It's
It's not really
no,
Reggie.
no,
It's
no,
the Reggie
no,
of gas.
no.
It's like the Reggie of
It's
gas.
It's really not.
What's that called?
What we did
Petroleum?
was we went in there and just went crazy. We
It's
went
the
in there.
Reggie.
There was 5 of us. We said we gonna everything that you pick, I ain't gonna pick.
That's what I did.
Okay.
And then we all sat in the car and hot box all goddamn day.
Oh.
All
Listen,
different kind of
what
color
you get all the moon
weeds,
rocks and everything,
everything.
indoor, outdoor,
Everything.
Ugh.
I had everything.
Nice.
I even had some weed beef jerky.
Oh my god!
Oh, and
Was
I,
it good?
And I had a
No way.
medicated
Let me
burger.
guess.
I had
You
a
sucked
medi-
the juice off of
I
it.
had a I had a medicated burger too.
That
Really?
sounds
A what?
So
A
nasty.
medicated burger.
You got it well done?
It was a weed hamburger. That
That
shit was
sounds
good.
nasty.
I
as
ate
hell.
that.
No,
I
actually,
ate that and then smoked a couple more blunts. Nigga, what?
I would have been asleep.
You
the
talking
whole
about
time.
walking on off of Earth?
He was like walking on sunshine.
Mhm.
Man, listen.
Hey, I'm gonna switch gears real quick. I had I was getting my hair cut and shit over the couple days ago, and
Yeah.
I happened to walk in and sit in the chair and shit, and my barber is listening to the goddamn Michael Jackson shit, the documentary thing, the
Oh,
impromptu hatred that they sent.
Man.
Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Right, terrible.
Like the-
So here's the thing about that whole Neverland. First of all, fuck Oprah. I mean, it's always been fuck Oprah, but
Man.
because
I've been wanting to
Oprah
fuck
is an
Oprah for a
elitist.
long time.
Yeah, can I fuck Oprah?
Like you
I
want
mean, you can.
You wouldn't even look
Can I?
your way twice.
But all jokes aside, fuck Oprah. But it's been fuck Oprah because she's an elitist. She really doesn't care about, you know, us as people because she affiliates herself with people like Trump, Harvey Weinstein,
Harvey.
and shit like that.
Just did.
But
Wasn't he a pedophile too, or did he
they-
rape
they
somebody?
had- pedophile.
he's not a pedophile. He is a sexual
Yeah.
predator. He's a rapist.
Nasty.
Yeah.
He didn't
Pedophile,
like little
rapist.
kids,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he
So
was
she making a
sexually-
documentary about that?
Probably not because that's her
No.
homie.
No.
So basically,
Homeboy.
so
They keep her
basically,
rich.
you saying Oprah sacrificed Michael Jackson to become a Jew?
I mean, in so many words, it's just like she's like
They
their
about to shut us
bedouin.
down.
Oh, right.
Hey, son,
Like, I
outside.
think-
That's why you gotta be.
Um,
Hey, that's why you gotta be independent, because I can say what I want.
No,
Fuck
but I think all
FCC.
jokes aside, it's like she is like Hollywood's bedwench.
Man, she know
Because she
damn well.
associates herself with, you know, with these trash ass people. But I say that to say this. You guys do understand that Michael Jackson was exonerated
Yeah,
on
it's a whole
all
lie.
charges
Mhm.
that were brought against him. They could not find anything
Exactly.
to nail him to a wall. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that what these white dudes were doing was they did it for money.
Yeah.
And now his legacy is suffering because of it, because worldwide his music has been pulled.
Yep.
The Simpsons
Mhm.
has even went as far as to remove, well, stations I should say,
Yeah.
have went as far as removed the episode that, you know, he was in, you know, and it was like
And this
one of the
man
first
is
seasons.
innocent. Never have.
But
happened.
I don't think they had something to. I think why they pulled those is because of who owns the parent companies. So I think they passed it down like, look, we gotta get rid of this, we gotta get rid of that, we got.
But I still think it's pretty trash, all things considered, when it's like when all of the signs are pointing to this man
Yeah.
didn't do what, you know, what these good white folks are claiming that he did.
But it's the same shit as the R. Kelly shit though,
He's-
which we know R. Kelly done it.
No, yeah, he definitely.
But at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't think Michael did it, because the reason why I brought this up because I was listening to it, And the one white guy was like, yeah, he stuck a finger in my anal and said, you got to get used to it.
Well,
he had him performing sexual acts
so,
to, wait.
Okay.
He had him performing sexual acts to receive jewelry. You see what I'm saying? Then he had like a little lock, not a locket, but the little jewelry case and shit, the jewelry box full of like rings. He had like 10 rings in the bitch. So I'm like, how many times you have a finger up your ass?
Here's the thing. So with that being said, why would you want to keep mementos of the one who sexually assaulted
Exactly.
you? Why would you want to keep something like that? Therefore, I say that those dudes are discredited. Any and everybody involved, you're full of shit.
Stu got raped by his babysitter, and he kept the herpes.
I mean,
he kept it. Wow.
Wait.
Whoa. First of all, we not about to sit here and act like this shit.
I'm gonna show y'all motherfuckers. Y'all need to come every week. You next.
You next. Those white boys.
I'm about to rough you up next.
I'm about to rough you up.
Sit down in an interview that they were lying though. Like those boys have came out many of years ago.
How many boys you mess with that you lied about that you ain't do?
Oh no.
Oh,
I keep all my shit. I plead the fifth.
Wait, we don't plead the fifth on this fucking show.
Hold on. Whoa there.
So do y'all feel like it's a problem in the community, not just black? Do you feel like it's okay? When do you feel like it's okay to mess with somebody younger than you?
When they're over the age of 18?
Definitely.
What about
like
what about if you're 18?
I mean, that's what I backtracked. 18 and over.
Okay, but if you're 18, do you feel like it's okay for your daughter to mess with? Well, do you feel like, I ain't gonna say your daughter, but do you feel like your son would be able to, if he's 16, to mess with an 18-year-old lady or girl?
She old enough to get her ass beat, right?
To mess with an 18-year-old.
Okay.
Your son, though. He said your son.
Right. No.
2 years difference. I wouldn't care about that. But this is a
what if it was a girl?
Use me for an example because I was a young girl and I dated older.
Mm-hmm.
Never talked to guys my age. Ill. Yuck. Never liked them. Yuck. They didn't even have a car. We couldn't go on a date. We couldn't do anything. And I wasn't catching.
So cars get your pussy wet?
No, I was young back then. How are we going to go on a date?
Yeah, you was materialistic.
So I was. You know what I mean? So I was dating. I was 15. I was dating a guy that was 19. I lied my age. I told him I was 17, going on 18. So I had a whole birthday come up, and I really turned 16, but he thought I turned 18.
Damn,
like you could have got him
fucked
up.
It almost got that far. It almost went that far. I ended up sleeping with this dude when I was probably about 16. I lost my virginity and slept with him. And then my mom found out. I got snitched on by my aunt's boyfriend. And I literally just ran into my aunt's boyfriend on the way up to this show and haven't seen him in years. But I got snitched on. And my mom threatened to like call the police, threaten him statutory rape and all this stuff. And I'm like, no.
Threaten him?
Yeah. Because I lied. It was my fault. I lied. He didn't know.
Born.
And that was my babe. You know what I'm saying? So we stopped talking. We stopped talking for a very long time, like about a year. But once I really did turn like 18 and stuff, I reached back out to him. You know, and
did you apologize?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
For lying?
Yeah, I lied.
Well, shit, we need to be a whole bunch of bitches
I
standing in
could've
line
gotten
for
in
me.
trouble.
A lot of hoes
I got in
lied to get some of this dick.
I lied.
Well, here's the thing.
That bitch lied to me
Speaking
and I got
of
2
lying,
kids,
I lied.
Got a confession?
well, no, but so if you got, have you watched what's that Issa Rae show?
Who?
Oh, I haven't seen
Issa Rae, the one that comes on
Insecure?
HBO. Yeah, Insecure. So the girl, the light skinned girl, her actual name is Amanda Seales. You know, she said that a former NFL player sexually, harassed her. But here's the thing. She wanted to be part of this Me Too movement so bad, but she's already problematic as a black woman anyway. Because she's a feminist and she like spews that bullshit, but then she called herself trying to be part of the Me Too movement. Well, she fucking lied about that.
She small it?
She
went way beyond. Well, this was the thing because the guy, so it was Myron Rowley.
Yeah.
You guys know that he was a former NFL player and now he's like a neurosurgeon. His name is Myron Rowley.
Oh, wow.
Never heard of that guy.
He's like a neuro
He's
brain
a
surgeon or some shit like
He was
that.
a
Like
water
he
boy.
left the NFL, went to school and all this other shit. But she had came out some months ago and was just like, yeah, like he sexually harassed me and blah, 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 blah. Come to find out, she said that she lied about it. She said, actually, I was upset because he wasn't interested in me romantically.
Wow.
The same way
So,
they do
bitch,
on
you literally tried to
Wow.
ruin this
Ruin
man's
him.
medical career.
Mm.
So I guess the moral of
I
the
would
story.
sue. Listen, listen, if I was Rolly, I would sue the shit
You
out
can't.
of her.
You can't. She ain't got no money and she'll play victim anyway.
Nah, fuck that shit.
This is the thing.
Make a fucking example
The
out of her.
moral of the story is bitches lie too fucking much.
Yeah, we lied.
I like that.
She's like, yeah.
But that's the thing, like, bitches lie too much.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. Like, it's not.
Listen,
It's
stop
not
lying
hard
about your baby daddies.
Y'all stop fucking lying.
They'll say they single, then they invite you to their house and they got 15 niggas standing outside the building.
No.
Like-
This is the worst. When you get over there and then you start seeing all kind of nigga shit like shoes and shit like that. Bitch, who's 15s? Is
Yeah, my roommate.
like, no,
That's my roommate.
no, her son 3. She's like, no, he big.
And she only invited you over because he worked third shift.
Bitch, how big?
You know this nigga know how to fight. He was a former boxer.
Right.
He killed 4 people that we know of.
He done did prison for
Yeah.
5 years.
Like, how the fuck do you keep letting this motherfucker back?
Nigga come out the kitchen like this. He finna fuck you up.
He like the nigga in that one Facebook video. Nigga, they call me legend. Like, you willing to die for this pussy? Because I am. 614-781-0754. I'm going to jump into this ballot, and then we'll be right back with the... Let's do the weekly spill. You want to do weekly spill? This isn't in your spot. I think I'm supposed to be doing the social studies or something.
No, we're supposed to.
Oh, you trying to move your shit up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we'll do it for 1
Up in
week.
this bitch.
Okay, bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Girl, I got you.
Blue Ballot, Columbus, Ohio, featuring Elliot Trent. Flair fact, Narcistic Nation fact. Elliot Trent was one of our first. He was our first guest ever on Narcistic Nation. Hope you enjoyed this.
As long as you got me, girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. Yeah. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you, girl. Together we can win and never lose. Let's be lovers and friends, girl, I got you.
You put me on a high, forever I'ma ride. Turn up late in the night, wake up and you my light. I'm better cause of you. Had to switch up my life. I'ma never fold, I'm forever yours. And I say it all the time. Live like a queen of the friends. I know they want you, don't give them a chance. Know you the right way is all in my plan. Though I ain't rich, no, I do what I can. I put it down, girl, thank me in advance. Kiss and make up after I get you mad. You cuss me out over something I said. I know that you can't stay mad.
Girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you. Together, girl, we win and never lose. As long as you got me, girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you, girl. Together, we can win and never lose. Let's be lovers and friends, girl.
I didn't think that it was real cause I met you on the internet. I like to chill and do music, you into that. Told you I'm from the hood and you live in there. Told me that you got dreams when you graduate. We talk about deep shit on the day-to-day. Ain't got the bread to take you out, but I make a way. Living in the moment, forget yesterday. And what we dream is only a check away. A lot of time in my thoughts when I dedicate. Friday, we celebrate surprise with a dinner date. Say you got a lot of dead love in your memory, but I wanna know what's on your mind when you think of me. I got a lot of ideas. Get a crib there, shop around and yeah. I'm moving fast, but waking up to your face, I can do every day. Still excited when I see you.
Girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you. Together, girl, we win and never lose. As long as you got me, girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you, girl. Together we can win and never lose. Let's be lovers and friends, girl, I got you. Girl, I got you. Ooh. Girl, I got you. Girl, I got you.
This your girl, Miss Storm, and you're listening to the most controversial podcast on earth, Narcistic Nation. Bitch!
Yeah. Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your window when I touch down. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Liquor in them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you bustin' when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we get lit. Bend the thing over and bust it open for a real nigga, baby. The way you get exposed when you mix a little liquor with it, baby. Can't no one do what you do. I love it and how you deliver. Got him resuscitated on you, girl. That pussy a killer. Where I'm from, we don't fuck with the mirror. We taking the back streets. Trap stars with the work when the boys said we turning to athletes. Shaking, baking the fabric and bobby like I'm giving them bad knees. I say it with the ball, I'm styling on them, bitch. I'm eating like Zeke. Working on getting more famous. She on my media, checking my angles. Fucking the butt again, call me Chris Angel. In my city, lighting up like a candle. Yeah, these haters, bitch, get us a candle. Shuffle to the tail and I with the plan. A couple of shots and I'm all in the camel. Yeah, she stroking the keys like a piano. And where I'm from, it's all about that money, baby. And if you want me, you can come and get it, baby. And you know that I got you when you touch down. I'ma be all in your end zone for the touchdown. Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your end zone when I touch down. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Liquor in them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you busted when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we
I'm under action, the sexual attraction got me in a moment before and after. Lights, camera, action, she throwing her ass and I'm roughing the passer. I'm Ryan her racket. I'm the new coach and I came with them plays. The other nigga you had was a lame. Give me some time when I hop off the plane, and I'ma definitely put you in the game. Don't fuck with the green, but I'm in the patcher. I got them ops trying to call the defections. Don't be on that lean, but I'm a relaxer. I'm all the way up when she need that erection. I'm in the kitchen whipping up a blessing, ripping off a dresser, kissing her on the neck with no intermission, slipping in and out of the pussy. Finish hard and she cut me a check. I'ma make her legs spread just like an ego. She know this weapon I carry is legal. I'ma beat the pussy up just like I'm Devo. It ain't never gonna be the same, he know. I am the alpha, I am the sequel, and my game sharp just like a needle. I'ma go down while you keep it cathedral. That's one of the perks when you fuck with Slugito. It's first and go and these niggas is flexing. Arms in the air till they get intercepted. Shorty got goals and that ain't no question. She climbing the pole like the day of election. She calling the friend zone, I call it the option. I'm in her end zone, I'm calling the option. You call it the end zone, I call it the box. Touchdown in her end zone and beat up the box. Yeah.
Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your window when I touch down. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Liquor in them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you busted when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we get lit.
Are you tired of corporate America? Are you tired of that 3 to 11 grind at McDonald's? Do you have got a light propensity to drink on the job? Then check out Thunderbird University, where you can earn an associate's degree in panhandling. They have a pay-as-you-go program, so the more you earn, the more you learn. Become a master at graphic sign making, visual logistics, location analyst, and homeless fashion design. So you can dress for success. Financial help? We ain't got that shit. School buses get you there. They ain't got that shit either. Classes are forming in major intersections, busy street corners, and most 7-Eleven parking lot locations. You can call 1-800-382-5633. That's 1-800-FUCK-OFF. Operators are standing by.
Back live as promised. I know y'all follow us on Facebook, motherfucking IG. We got our special guest, Chef Anthony Watson, in the motherfucking building. With that being said, where the fuck is my background music? Why this shit ain't play? Anyway, Chef. This question been bothering me all week. What's the difference between a master chef and an executive chef?
The difference is the experience and the certification. You know, and an executive chef is the executive chef of the business.
Okay.
A master chef he's like above and beyond.
Oh, okay.
He's just a master of all trades.
Oh, okay. So what are you striving to be? Or what are you right now as the owner of the cabinet?
The owner of the cabinet. I'm the executive chef at the cabinet.
What made you come up with that name, the cabinet, for your LLC company?
The struggle. Mm-hmm. You know, being in the house with hardly nothing in the refrigerator, I can always rely on the cabinet.
Hey.
All right.
I don't even want to interview him no more. We might as well just leave it right there. I just want to leave it right there.
This nigga just dropped the mic on us?
I think so. You trying to show me up.
Okay.
So what's one of your specialty dishes that you can whip together from some canned goods or something from out of the cabinet? I don't even know if you would use canned goods, but what would you use? What's a good dish that you can whip up?
Man, I could shit.
You talking about a struggle meal?
Yeah, like a struggle meal. He said, the cabinet.
From the cabinet. Hypothetically speaking, what's a struggle meal that you can make up from a cabinet for people that's struggling right now? Listen to this show. They Wi-Fi buffering. What can they make tonight?
Right now.
It's raining.
Not now,
I'm pretty sure.
They got electric though.
I'm pretty sure you could probably whip up some gumbo.
Okay.
You know. You got flour in there to make your roux. You got your butter in the refrigerator. Make your roux.
Making up. You got all kind of shit.
All right, chef.
You got something you want to say, MJ?
I want to ask him shit. When you got a little bitty bitch, a little whore.
Oh my god.
And she come over to the crib, for real, and you want to get her right. What's one of the meals you put down on her so she know it's real?
It depends on what she allergic to.
Okay, so she's not allergic to anything.
Basically, she's allergic to sausage. She can't come over.
No, hypothetically speaking, though, she ain't allergic to nothing. So you can do whatever. You can cook whatever.
Sausage
I'll probably do scampi. A lot of females like pasta and shrimp.
We do.
But that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Why do they think we like pastas? Are you a pasta man before I ask that?
Depends.
Because I feel like every woman always want to make chicken Alfredo and shit like that. Just give me chicken with the fried Fredo. Fry that on the top. I don't want no damn sauces and all kind of noodles and shit. For some reason, they think we like pastas and shit. I'll make a lasagna. I don't eat that shit. I gotta eat tons of all in your house, bitch. That's what I'm saying.
My stomach hurting.
Are you originally from Columbus?
Born and raised.
Oh, okay.
So how old were you when you started cooking?
About 7.
And that's what's up.
What was one of the first things that you remember cooking at that age?
My great grandmother's fried chicken. Every time she was in the kitchen, I was in the kitchen.
All right.
You know, and she would show me things and I would pick it up. The first thing I learned how to make on my own was mayonnaise.
Oh wow!
Damn,
mayonnaise. And I was like,
this nigga the truth.
For real, I'm I was watching it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Get some egg yolks, a quart of oil, and just started whipping it up, and I just started seeing mayonnaise being formed like right in front of me.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like,
So all you whores are like sandwiches.
That's your man's.
Bologna,
You can
salami.
make your
This
own.
nigga makes Miracle Whip, bitch. You feel me? From nothing.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
So, and that's the thing. Like, I've been whipping Miracle Whip for a long time, but I don't get no credit. He come on the show, he get credit like that and shit.
So what's one of your favorite foods? What's your favorite food?
He like, damn.
damn.
I mean, it could be
Yeah, right,
Mexican,
right.
Italian. It doesn't have to be a main dish.
Oh, I like Creole dishes.
Creole dishes, yeah, they are
Southwestern,
so good.
you
Eat
know.
that heat.
But I love it. Yeah, but I got something for y'all too.
Oh, you brought some food?
Okay,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He can't drop.
He a real nigga. You want some freeze? No, you want some freeze? This is a real nigga ritual right here.
This nigga dropping out.
How what?
I think since I've been here and of all the people that we've interviewed,
first
he's the only
time.
one that came bearing gifts.
No, well, I had a nigga
And
bring me
it's
some
heavy,
Henny a
too.
couple
Yeah.
shows ago.
Really? So
Yeah,
is it like a surprise? Are you gonna tell us what it is?
well, if
or-
y'all, it's chicken etouffee.
Chicken egg touffee. I've never
Fuck
had
it.
it.
Let's go around. Take MJ. What the fuck is a chicken etouffee?
Chicken etouffee is something that just made me a little excited. So
Stewie, what do you think of chicken etouffee?
I just know I like chicken, so I'm real happy over this.
you're so
All I
you're
know.
so black. Oh my god.
When I heard chicken, the whole Henny feeling just went out the door. And I
He's
just heard
stupid.
chicken. Like, what the fuck?
It is a chicken like smothered with some kind of egg sauce or something. I don't know, but it's good. It sounds like
You
it,
just
right?
can't wait to have a workout.
See,
I
I know,
know.
this nigga.
That's really what food do. It makes me happy.
How do you feel about like a lot of these like restaurants in Columbus, Ohio, mainly like shutting down because of the code? The code is they violating the code as far as like being dirty and getting dirty dish awards and shit like that. What are they not doing that you do at your
First of all,
establishment?
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because this is my craft, and I'm very clean in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first thing you do when you walk in the kitchen is wash your fucking hands.
Mhm.
Dang.
So
See, that's what make you.
That's right.
That's why you the executive chef. You make sure the shit.
You hear me?
Make sure that shit is in order.
Because when you go to White Castle and shit, them bitches don't never got no gloves on. They,
Man.
they just
No
be throwing your-
hairnets,
You
no
hear me? They be
nothing.
throwing your
Right.
whole shit together.
That's why it
raw.
always stinks. Like that food
And-
stinks.
and
I don't know how.
And I
y'all
asked
eat
that
it.
question because, like, a lot of times, like people like they'll go to a restaurant and it be nasty and they'll eat it and then complain. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it be the same motherfuckers that got roaches at their house.
That's why.
No.
So it make them feel
Yeah,
better.
they feel in the comfort zone.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Damn.
I don't know. Shit,
Damn.
shit. You do music.
Yeah, I do music.
What's your rap,
See,
man?
he kept that on the
Slick
low.
Nito.
Slick Nito.
Slick Nito, yeah.
That's
So
what
I've been doing music for a long time, and been through the ups and downs, ins and outs with it, you know. And I had to make a choice one day, like what I want to do, and music wasn't paying the bills.
Yeah.
Right.
So I knew I'm like, let me go ahead and take this GED that I got when I was behind the wall,
Yeah.
and apply it to my life. So
Mhm. Right.
What'd you learn from being behind the walls, like that you applied into your business now? As far as like not just music, because from what you're saying now is your passion is cooking. Your
Right.
passion is being in the kitchen. Your passion is being a chef. So what did you learn from being behind the walls that you apply in your business now?
discipline, being humble.
Mhm.
You know, that's major.
Mhm.
That's major. Like, because I was a loose cannon for real.
Do you date women that can't cook?
Ooh.
Nah.
So you
Nah, I'm not dating. I got a woman.
okay.
Oh,
So does she cook or you teach her?
Yeah, she can cook, but I teach her also.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
That's
say
good.
K Monet can't cook. Would you like not date her because she can cook?
If you were single, hypothetically.
Would I not date her?
Yeah.
Yeah, if a girl
Is that a
can't
turn
cook.
off for a woman that? Is it a turn off for a woman that don't know how to cook? Period.
It's not. I mean, if she don't know how to cook at all,
at all.
I'm like, yo, like something going on. Like,
but she good one.
But she bad.
It's a man. It's a man.
I like to be in control when I'm in the kitchen anyway.
You tell her to get out of my kitchen.
I would love a man that could cook.
Oh yeah, like I'll tell my mama to get out of my kitchen. Like, Mom,
I mean, I can cook, but I ain't no chef.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love a man that can cook.
Hey.
Why you like a man that can cook?
Because
so
we work so
couch?
hard, absolutely, and we work so hard. Take care of the kids, cleaning up. We do so much, and just every now and again is to be able to kick our feet back up and just someone else.
Here we go. Typical woman playing.
Y'all
get on my nerves. Y'all are the first motherfuckers in line to get sit down jobs and act like y'all be on your feet all day. Yeah, you on your feet,
like
sitting. Yeah, you on your feet like you're sitting down at the call center,
right?
Cussing motherfuckers out,
answering the phone.
Y'all swear up and down that it's so tired and mentally stressed. What the fuck?
Listen,
I gotta agree with you women.
No,
we're gonna get back to you in a second. How do you feel about women feeling like they cook and they do this and they do that? What are they lacking in the kitchen? Like newer women that older women had back then, as far as cooking.
Seasonings.
Hey.
These bitches don't even believe in
your
salt,
name ain't
pepper.
Chef. Your name ain't Chef Keisha Watson.
She said something along the lines I was going to say was flavor.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Using box, box everything all the time.
Right, yeah. Nowadays they know how to push that button.
Right.
And wait for that microwave to
pop that can open.
Or DoorDash.
Or preheat.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like hood rat bitches.
That's why I tell a bitch
they complain too much
that I can't pronounce on purpose.
Like what?
I don't know.
What?
I'm drunk right now. You can't ask me that right now. That shit that he just said he made us.
Yeah.
I tell a bitch make that just so I can
fuck with her.
Just to fuck with her.
Why you be fucking with bitches like that though?
Because
you can't play no games.
I don't really like these hoes for real.
Chicken eggs.
That's why.
How do you feel like do you plan on getting like a food truck? Do you want like a building? You want to franchise it? How you want to do it with your business?
Most definitely. I got a food truck on the way.
Okay.
Nice.
What I do now, besides where I work at, is I'm a private chef.
Okay.
So the services I provide is like in-house. Family reunions, I don't give a fuck what it is. Yeah. But like, if you got a special occasion coming up, you don't want to deal with the public. I come to the house, I set your shit up like you in the restaurant.
That is so
do you serve it? Or
yeah, I cook it right there.
My God.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I cook it right there. And if you really want to get the full package, we can record the whole thing. If you want to surprise her when she come in.
A caterer, you just cook it like
trying to get my bitch. It ain't even
I'm just trying to do what they not doing out there.
You are absolutely right, and that is a wonderful service. I might need your card, brother.
Hey, whoever listens to my live.
So what's your target, like your target client, like as far as like when you start the food truck? Like you gonna pull up at the club and shit and fry pork chops?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna find a good location where people is gonna spend some money for some good food. And it's actually gonna be constructed like a restaurant. It's gonna stay where it's at, and the outside is gonna be like a restaurant. You be seated, the host will seat you and everything, and you can just watch your food getting cooked on the truck.
That's dope.
Are you one of them people when you go out to eat? Do you critique everybody else's food like when you
all the time?
Yeah,
all the time.
Your girlfriend get mad, your wife get mad about that.
Baby,
you be like 86 that shit. You like 86 it.
86.
Yeah, ain't that wrong with this shit. Tell the truth. That's why I brought you on because I want to know.
What is the worst restaurant you can think of, like in the city?
Applebee's. Oh, it ain't no name.
I ain't gonna say no name.
Applebee's.
Yeah, that food is.
Get an acronym of their company.
It used to be Snaps.
Rallies, huh?
Nah, Big Beautiful. Just mayo, onion, and cheese is good.
Nah, man, you go to
I got roaches.
Livingston, man.
Oh man, that little faggot ass motherfucking manager they got.
I hate
no.
Anything on Island Creek is fucking.
No, they got a fag supervisor. Then I'm gonna say fag because he's a fag. He's not gay or homo. He's a fag.
It's a fag at the McDonald's on Island Creek. I think I just wanted to say fag.
Fuck it. Everybody know who I'm talking about. This
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
fuck your order
Everybody
up,
know
get
who I'm
mad,
talking
and then
about.
threaten to call the police when you threaten it. Like, I'm not allowed to threaten you. You fucked up my order.
Shout out to all my East Side niggas. Don't go to Alum Creek because if they
I had to go
How do your friends and family feel about the career path you chose?
They very supportive and proud
They black
to see,
man.
just to see where everything I went through and where I
Right.
started from,
Right.
and seeing the whole turnaround.
You incorporate cooking in your music?
No.
So is it two different characters?
Are they characters? Like,
The reason why I asked that was a setup question. I want to know how many personalities do you think you have? No, I want to know from everybody. How many personalities do you think you have?
Let me see.
Don't lie.
Give me a second.
He's thinking
I'm
about
still
him.
counting.
Look at Stu. You got, look at him.
Oh, yeah.
How many you think you got? How many personalities you think you got?
Nah,
As far as like the stuff you do in your everyday life, how many personalities you think you have? Like you got to turn on this person, that person, to turn that other person off. Like how do you?
Well, I don't look at it like having different personalities. I look at like as far as me having different responsibilities because you know when you're a chef, you are a bunch of different people. You know,
and you're in control of motherfuckers' lives.
You know what I'm saying? And you know you're a counselor.
Yeah.
You know, the cooks come to you with their problems and all kinds of shit, everything. You're a nutritionist, you're a whole bunch of different people. And a lot of chefs have musical backgrounds.
Yeah.
You know. And you know that's just
making them beats.
So that's why I be singing, because I be cooking.
Yes. Every time I eat, I sing.
Can't go R&B.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Oh my god! How many personalities you think you got, MJ? Watch this. This is called a lie right here.
She's definitely about to lie.
It's like when I make adjustments to like how MJ really is. So like with my parents, they get like the turn down. Most definitely the turn down version. Like I don't like swear really in front of my parents. Like I'm not like just wild or whatever.
Me neither.
Because they're conservative people, so it's like you know, and I'm definitely the wild child, so I don't really like to like wild out. But there's that, and then like the work, MJ, the one where I work my regular, my quote unquote regular job. Like I'm professional, but I'm straight to the point. Get shit done. But that also transfers into like here and other projects that I have working on. So I guess you could say like 2.
I say 2.
Chef, what's the most weirdest dish someone asked you to make?
Rocky Mountain oysters. No, just kidding.
What's on Rocky Road ice
balls,
cream?
Basically.
It's not. That's crazy because it's not weird to me.
It is. You gotta name something. Okay, what was the most strange? Like to where you like, damn, this combination don't go together, but I'm gonna make it anyway.
Barbecue monkey knuckles.
What?
See?
You know what? When I first heard of what the fuck calamari was, I was like,
"It's short, right? I mean, an octopus."
Yeah, squid.
Yeah, fuck that.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this, But I tried it, and it was, it was cool.
You cook it, so you do cook it. You cook octopus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is
I
something?
Octopus-y, but
oh my god!
Oh my god!
So
What's the drunk in the sequence?
I've been doing that shit for a long
right?
time.
Don't
buy it. We just do that. It's like,
So what is something that you will absolutely, positively will not eat?
Shrimp.
What?
Really?
Look, we all.
Are you allergic?
We black.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
But you make it?
Yeah.
What you do? Wear gloves? You wear like 3 gloves and shit.
And a face
I do that with
We wear garden gloves
with shrimp bitches. I be wearing 3 gloves.
That nigga have a thick ass garden gloves on when he cook a shrimp. Boom! Like
be able to pistol on this place. Oh shit! Almost touched me.
Nigga, did you just free throw the shrimp scampi?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you allergic to shrimp?
Yeah.
Out of all the good food that you can be allergic to,
and it just happened.
Yeah,
I've been eating shrimp all my life, man.
So what happened? Your throat locked up or something?
Nah.
How'd you find out?
I was breaking out and shit.
You got hives and shit.
Yep, and it was fucking itching.
It's amazing how your taste buds change.
was cheating on
I was chilling with a bitch and she ate
I went to the motherfucking bathroom. I looked at my phone. I was like, I didn't know who the hell it was.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. You said you looked at your shit, or you looked at your face?
Myself.
Oh, I thought he looked at his shit.
He was looking like
the motherfucker was bubbling or something.
I didn't think that was true. It's just amazing how as you get older, your taste bug and everything changes. Like I'm not really a dairy person anymore. I used to love cereal. I can't even eat a bowl of cereal. Milk. It's terrible. So.
I just found out. What can I get over? Every time I eat like sausage and shit, like Italian sausage, like I get acid reflux and shit. Like how am I getting that?
Because
what can I do to get rid of it? Tums,
fucking Tums, Nexium, something.
You be selling that shit. You need to sell that shit with your
dishes on his food truck.
Hey,
yeah, you gotta sell all that shit.
You might have something on there so spicy you gonna need to eat some Tums.
You hear me?
Oh, it helps with spice and shit too. Or that's considered that's what.
No, that's coach.
Yeah, because it's like it be like pizza sauce and all kind of shit be fucking with my damn stomach and shit. What the fuck?
It's the acid.
Yeah, it's the acid.
Have you ever considered like making a your own season or anything like that?
Oh yeah, sauces.
He already got sauces.
No,
what's the name of your sauces or a dish, a famous dish that you made? You got an herbal lemon pie or some shit.
Right.
I actually got like about 30 different sauces.
Wow. Man, I want to taste some.
Like I got my people gonna love this one. Watermelon barbecue.
What is that?
Yeah.
First of all, I don't like watermelon or barbecue sauce, but I'm trying to think if I would try
to. I love both. So what is
I usually don't. I love watermelon, but I don't really fuck with like sauces like that. But
that's the sauce. Watermelon barbecue.
That shit sound like
with watermelon.
Like I would
it's like
my backwood with that.
Where can I buy it
at? This coming.
Yeah, buddy. Glad I asked about it. Because I love seasons, I love sauces, and I'm definitely into that. So definitely, I can't wait till you drop that out. That'll be dope.
You getting some?
She said
absolutely.
Like
don't be calling him trying to get. How many motherfuckers you fuck with that always want discounts? Is that a big thing, like in that business? Because I go through it as a business owner, and we are business owners, but I want to know, like, from
it is, and as long as you keep that mind state, you'll be broke.
Yeah,
right.
So what's something you tell them though?
I had to pay for this.
So
you gotta pay for it.
Biatch.
Just simple as that. Like, that's like if I hook people up every time they come to the restaurant, then I can't pay the bills.
You'll be hooking up your truck.
Right. They don't understand that shit, man. Like they be wanting, like they get attitudes and all that shit. I'm like, look, yo, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I gotta make a profit. I gotta feed my family. So
what's something you would tell the younger you?
Tighten up.
Okay, man.
Like,
do you feel like you tightened up in time to tell them that?
Yeah, for sure.
Or did you have to sacrifice some days of the calendar before you seen the light?
Oh yeah, definitely had to do that. But I tell my kids, I want y'all to be better than me.
Yeah.
And when I leave my legacy behind, I want y'all to take care of it. So, my kids came out good. They got their head on straight, and they learned from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. What's a good dish I can make with ramen noodles?
Don't you like breaks or whatever? Make that.
I do, but I want to know.
She just lost how black are you? Don't you like breaks or whatever?
This is the thing, Chef. We had a topic like a couple of months ago, and we asked what was the best ramen noodle break.
I didn't know what it was.
She said,
and she didn't know what it was. But everybody else named like I want cheese and shrimp and tuna and all this other shit. I said tuna. These motherfuckers almost got sick. You see what I'm saying? Like, they didn't know.
I knew where you was going.
What's your favorite break?
Chili.
And ramen noodles?
Never.
The shit that you gotta put water to and cook for 2 minutes.
I'm trying. Listen.
He said, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna show you how to make it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna show you how to make it.
How long it take?
It don't take that long.
How long it take? Because I'm thinking because of chili.
Because chili take a minute.
You gotta understand where I was at. It came in a can.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So there's a can of chili.
Wait, what came in the can?
A can of chili.
Not pussy.
Like chili cheese. This motherfucker.
like
chili cheese hot dog. You know,
but
chili with no
come in a
beans
can
or chili with
nowadays.
beans.
No, it don't.
It
In a
do
can.
too, nigga. You ain't never
You
seen
didn't. She explain to her why chili came in the can.
Is it because you're poor?
Because it's a
Why
canned
y'all get
good.
quiet?
It's a canned good. It is a canned good, like corn and green beans and chili and everything else. It's a canned good. Canned beans.
Seriously?
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's serious?
Yeah, she's dead serious.
Listen,
she's the black white girl. Like you gotta really explain this shit to her.
Is it like coney sauce? Like that?
when we
No.
said break,
That's exactly.
Explain to her why. Explain to her why the chili came in the can. She really.
Oh, so it's like the coney sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Nah, fuck that. See, y'all introduced her to some old quicker shit. Now she was like, I got something for you, Danica. Nasty as fuck. She was like, Chef told me to add these. Damn, man. You know, just fucked up his legacy just from saying that ass.
Well, Chef Anthony said.
Right. What's the longest meal you ever cooked? What the fuck?
No, don't be messing with her.
She was laughing.
I just swear the door was closed.
I thought it was.
What's the longest meal that you had to prepare?
Chillin'. The longest,
Or the largest. How many people?
Short ribs take a long time.
They sound so good.
No.
Falling off the bone. Oh my God.
You can get short ribs without the bone too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love bone in though. It's just something so better about bone in meat.
See, this is one thing people don't understand. They get short ribs mixed up with spare ribs.
Spares.
You know,
What's the difference? I don't like ribs.
That's
why I was
I
asking.
don't like the ones with
I didn't say
bones.
ribs was nasty. I just don't like ribs.
Why?
Like it's not like you know how, like you be seeing the meme like if ribs, shrimp, chicken,
Short ribs
pizza
don't
gotta
have
go.
bones.
Like I'll be like ribs can go because I don't like barbecue sauce. The only ribs I really eat is deep fried ribs.
No, nigga. You need to have some ribs on the grill just seasoned without no motherfucker.
So
yeah, I've had that. I'm
so
just
the
saying.
short ribs will be the ones without the bone,
You
right?
ain't had the right one.
Yeah, they
Them
had-
little. No, because I'm trying to figure out which one.
They're short ribs that has the bone and
The don't have the bone.
It's
Okay.
cut.
Got it.
Why it takes so long?
Certain cut.
Because you could die from it if it's not cooked all the way through.
No, sir.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I just
You eat steak?
Yeah,
How you eat your steak?
medium well.
Ew.
Fuck that.
What medium well?
I eat
I
mine
want
medium.
Wait. Why do you feel like medium well is ill?
Because that's like you're like cooking damn near all the flavor out of it.
No, medium well is still kind of
I
pinkish.
eat mine.
I'm with her.
No, I eat mine like
Medium?
medium rare or medium.
It's
Okay.
chewy.
No, it's fucking
No,
bleeding.
I like a little. I want to
I don't eat
kind
pussy on this period, so why am I eating cow on this period? Like, you got me fucked up.
like listen, like all jokes aside, like how I grew up, like my mom always like made sure like my red meat was like cooked, like well done. And then I dated this guy and he was just like, the hell are you doing? He was like, no, he was like, try it this way. I never went back.
So it's really better.
So
to me,
basically,
it's
once you
really
go black,
better.
Okay,
never go
now I'm
back.
gonna tell you this.
Wait, go ahead.
The first time I ate some medium steak was in culinary school, and the chef was like, "Try this." I said, "I'm not eating that shit."
Raw meat.
He said, "Listen, I promise you, you're gonna like it."
Right.
And I ate it,
Mhm.
and I fucking loved it.
Wow.
Right.
Mm.
And then on top of that, the facts that I learned about it, it takes longer for your body to digest a well done steak. So that steak is sitting in your fucking body,
Chilling.
in your body, collecting whatever until it
Parasites.
decides to come out.
Yeah.
No
You
more
know,
steaks for me,
It's,
bitches.
it's harder.
No, you
I got a confession,
I'm gonna
Chef.
stick to bacon.
I got a
knew I love
confession.
bacon for a reason.
I know what you mean because I went to Texas Roadhouse one time and
Oh my god! This is why I don't like it.
look, I was on a world tour, like you know, it was like income tax time. It was like for some reason me and my girl shit hit, and we was working at the hospital at the time. I was selling weed, working at the hospital, and I was doing music at the time. So next thing you know, our income tax hit, our paychecks hit. I'm like, shit, we went to motherfucking what's the shit at Easton? With the burgers and the video games.
Oh, you talk about it was
Game
KDB's now.
GameWorks. With the GameWorks. They had the little thing where you eat the burger, you get a $25 gift card. Pounded that bitch. You see what I'm saying? I had fries. They tried to slide the little gift card on the table like so nobody knew and shit. I'm like, oh, thanks. Let me get another wrench. So my point is, I was on a world tour. Went to motherfucking Texas Roadhouse. After that, let me take down this 25-incher. They had the motherfucking. It was a 25 ounce. They had to cut it.
Whoa.
They sell. Bitch came back, chopped it up. I had motherfucking onions, mushrooms, all kind of shit on it. Went back to the crib. It was a ritual for me. We said we're gonna go to dinner and a movie, but I always had to go back home to take a shit. I promise on my mama.
Why don't you take a shit?
This motherfucking shit would not come out. Meaning, like, the branch was stuck in my ass. This is the worst shit I ever took, Chef. Like, it felt like I was getting blisters in my ass because the wood blades of the branch shit. I was trying to push it out, but I felt gayer and gayer every time I pushed. Like, I'm like, oh my God. She's like, you want me to? She like, this I know she left me. She's like, you want me to come in here and pull it out? I said, no, get on my business. She was trying to really go. She's like, I got gloves. I'm like, look, let me, because I couldn't. My phone was dead. I had to get a newspaper and shit. I was reading about it. Oh shit, I ain't gonna make this. Like, bro, this shit hurt so motherfucking bad. Then when it came out, it wasn't even that fucking big. It was little as fuck. It was wide. like, how the fuck was I eating this? Was I eating it too small? The reason why I say that is to say this: how should you dice up food? Like, should you like for the digest better? Like, should I be dicing it up a little more? How many times do I chew? You know what I'm saying? Like, should I drink every time I eat?
You should be drinking water.
So, should I drink water every time I chew?
No,
Smaller is better.
Really.
What about eating fast? Like, is there such thing as like me not digesting my food right because I ate it too fast?
I don't believe that.
Because I eat fast for real. If I eat slow, I get full.
You drink plenty of water.
If I eat slow, I get full fast as fuck. Like I'm keep looking at the food. So like when I eat pussy, I eat it fast.
Oh my God.
Wow, get it out the way so I can drop dick off. That's what I'm saying.
What's something you want to tell a listener about what they're getting themselves into when they choose this path as being a chef or wanting to be a chef?
You got to be prepared to not be at home.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is going to take a lot of your time.
Man.
Like flat out.
How do you explain that to like a woman in your life? Or do you even recommend having a woman or looking for a woman being in that field?
I mean, it should make a difference.
Yeah, it do, because women they desire so much time. They feel so inadequate with themselves. They can be their coworker got flowers, they come home and take it out on you. That's why I asked.
Kind of guilty. I'm kind of guilty.
I know, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Would you recommend having a woman in this field? You know how they is.
I don't know.
I don't know if he hears.
I got a question for you.
It depends. I mean,
you recommend having a woman?
Can't be insecure, man. You know,
most women are though.
That's most men are too.
Yeah,
you better say it.
Yeah,
you know?
even like doing what they do, like even if they good in life, they still are insecure. Yeah, I think that's their parents' fault though, because they didn't teach them to not listen to people outside of this house.
Yeah,
my parents taught me. Well, my mom, my grandma said, don't listen to nobody outside this motherfucking house. They ain't the ones paying your motherfucking dinner bill or the light bill, shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that.
I got a question though. Since you do music and you cook, before you was in a relationship, you know I'm gonna ask the crazy shit. Did you get more pussy thrown at you, just because you was a chef or because you was a rapper or a singer or whatever? Just because you was an artist or because you was a chef?
Yeah, how do you get more pussy? Do I become a chef or a rapper?
For real, because I need to know if I need to start making my bacon well done.
Well, let's go around the table there. Shit.
For these bitches.
Came on that. Do you feel like he got more pussy?
As a chef.
Is your woman listening?
We love.
Is she gonna get offended if we answer this question?
These are hypotheticals.
No, you can't say that. You can't run his household. You see what I'm saying?
Hypotheticals, and my bitch was in here fighting.
That's terrible.
Yeah, we ain't gonna bring that up.
Chef, because I know personally, I love to eat.
You like to get wet on food?
Yeah, I love it. It just makes me so happy.
I know some chicks that like.
What about you, MJ?
Because most females like to eat. I definitely would say the chef.
But most females like when a rapper eats.
Yeah, bitches like rappers.
He out there as far as an artist. Like he do shows and stuff like that.
No, I would prefer to be fed than have.
Thank you.
So basically, y'all saying if y'all had to pick and choose to be with a rapper or a chef, y'all picking the chef?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Nobody with no cheating ass goddamn rapper.
You want a so you want a cheating ass cooker?
Yep.
Chef?
Somebody low key.
First of all,
so which one did get you more sex?
Chef.
Yeah.
Chef?
Right,
Okay, so what field was you more of a whore in?
I never was a whore.
No, for real.
You wasn't. I knew you back then. You alive? It's Narcistic Nation. This is the land of truth. I knew you when you was just over here rapping. I was talking to him back when we was having our meeting and shit. He was like, you remember me? I was like, the face is familiar. He's like, you was doing music and I was doing music. We was going to the same studio and shit. He was like, for some reason, I always book right behind you, and you used to always go over your time. But I was trying to explain to him, like, I had to make my shit perfect. Like, and then at the end of the day, my producer was always late. You see what I'm saying? And then they come rolling in there thinking you supposed to hurry up and get done in the time you paid for and shit. You see what I'm saying? Black business shit.
Right.
Yeah. It was like, but the reason I brought it up, it was like, man, you was one cocky motherfucker. I was like, why do you feel like that, Chef? What made you think I was cocky or arrogant? But wait.
We all got reasons.
Everybody had that point. Yeah. Everybody had that point in their life where they just know they the shit.
Yeah.
You know.
I've been feeling
that's all that was.
But you felt the same way. Shit. You had bangers and shit.
But I think at some point in life, we all should feel that way, and it's own to us. Because if we don't believe in ourselves, and if we don't feel we the shit, then who else is gonna believe it?
I feel like I'm more of the shit now, though.
I would say you was confident.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Good.
I'm confident. I'm the shit. And ladies, I drop dick up.
Well, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have you introduce your song, okay, and then when we come back, we're gonna jump into Romantic or Ratchet. Let's jump into Weekly Spit, but we're gonna try the food too. We're gonna get it set up. Try it. Introduce your song.
I want my livers to see this shit.
Which one you? The green light.
Right.
But shit. Before we jump into it, what made you record the song? Like, what motivation did you have?
Me and my girl, we met like years ago, and lost contact. And she was a little younger than me.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
No.
Oh, Aunt Kelly.
Shut up.
So you mean to tell me you was Aunt Kelly?
Nah,
Kelly?
No.
Michael Watson?
That's stupid.
Crazy.
12 play.
Nah, but anyway, unfortunately, our friend passed away, and we crossed paths again, and we kept in touch with each other, and one thing led to another, and I had drew a picture of a light, like a street light, and colored it in green and put it on her windshield, and told her, let me know when you ready.
Yeah. With that being said, introduce your song,
That's
brother.
So cute.
The name of the song is called Green Light by Slick Nito.
Oh, this nigga here.
How fucking adorable is that?
You
DJ Q Production.
Shawty put that on, and she got me in my zone. She don't care about my car, my house, or nothing that I own. Hey, I'm all in my feelings, I think she already knows. I'm gon' give her the business soon as she gives me the go. That green light, I'm just waiting for that green light. Being patient is the seem right. I'm just waiting for that green light. That green light, green light. 5'7" thick thighs. Shorty bad, no lie. All you see is heaven when you look into her eyes. No matter how hard I try, can't get her out of my mind. If loving her is a crime, then I'ma do that time. Remember her back in the younger days. Now she all grown up and she wanna play. She cool lemonade on a summer day with a sundress on and sun and shades. Ain't gotta be shy, come my way. We can take off, girl, run away. Our chemistry is so out of space. No, we ain't committed, but I call you babe. If this feeling I'm feeling is mutual, then this feeling is alright. If this feeling I'm feeling is mutual, then we both had it all night. She used to call me a thug, but I live a whole nother life. She got me falling in love, and this a whole nother high. I'm just trying to get to know her a little more. That way I can show her just what I have in store. I think I wanna wife her up, got one foot in the door. Give me that green light, there's so much more to explore. Shawty putting on, and she got me in my zone. She don't care about my car, my house, or nothing that I own. Hey, I'm all in my feelings, I think she already knows. I'm gonna give her the business soon as she gives me the go. That green light, I'm just waiting for that green light. Being patient is it seems right. I'm just waiting for that green light. That green light, green light. Registered nurse, she RN. Funny situation we are in. Laugh at these hoes when they call in. Even though single life boring. Shorty don't care if I'm ballin'. Don't care if I'm whipping a foreign. Pay the cards right and we all in. Hop in that plane and we soaring. Nurse Corinne, Nurse Corinne. Would you please let me in? Knocking on the door of your heart. I wanna be more than friends. And you know you the shit. But you know I'm the man, you ain't ready to commit, and I ain't try to pretend. Remind me of a J-Lo, bad bitch with a halo. In the bedroom, you know angel, waiting for you to say go. If you wanna, we can take it slow. But when you ready, baby, let me know. You feel that connection, so you know that I'm the plug. You feel this erection, girl, just take it like a drug. I'ma get you out the scrubs, getting freaky in the tub. And no, we ain't just fucking, baby girl, we making love. Shawty putting on, and she got me in my zone. She don't care about my car, my house, or nothing that I own. Hey, I'm all in my feelings, I think she already knows. I'm gonna give her the business soon as she gives me the go. That green light, I'm just waiting for that green light. Being patient is it seems right. I'm just waiting for that green light. That green light, green light.
Are you between the ages of 35 and 55? Do you feel run down? Has your sex life gone down the toilet?
Then you need Crack-A-Day vitamins. Our once-a-day multivitamins are fortified with crack to help you get through your busy day.
You break your butt! Don't fight that!
Just take one vitamin in the morning with your coffee, then you're off to the races. Ladies, get your housekeeping and shopping done by 9 and spend the rest of the day swinging that cat at the Hilton Hotel.
How about some hay?
Men, get 4 reports done and 18 holes of golf by noon and enjoy the rest of your day at your favorite strip club. Get your Crack-A-Day vitamins at CVS and all GNC outlets.
Yeah. Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a voucher ticket by to catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your window when I touch down. Touchdown. 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 Liquor and them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you bustin' when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we getting lit. Bend the thing over and bust it open for a real nigga, baby. The way you get exposed when you mix a little liquor with it, baby. Can't no one do what you do. I love it and how you deliver.
I done resuscitated on you, girl. That pussy a killer. Where I'm from, we don't fuck with the mirror. We taking the back streets. Trap stars with the work when the boys said we turning to athletes. Shaking, making the fabric and Bobby like I'm giving them bad knees. I say it with the ball, I'm styling on them, bitch. I'm eating like Zeke. Working on getting more famous. She on my media, checking my angles. Fucking the butt again, call me Chris Angel. In my city, lighting up like a candle. Yeah, these haters, this bitch, get us some camel. Shuffle to the tail and out with the fan. No couple of shots and I'm all in the camel. Yeah, she stroking the keys like a piano. And where I'm from, it's all about that money, baby. And if you want me, you could come and get it, baby. And you know that I got you when you touch down. I'ma be all in your hands on for the touchdown. Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your hands on when I touch down. Touchdown. 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 Liquor and them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you busted when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we I'm about to action. The sexual attraction got me in a moment before and after. Lights, camera, action. She throwing her ass and I'm roughing the passer. I'm Ryan her lacquer. I'm the new coach and I came with them plays. The other nigga you had was a lame. Give me some time when I hop off the plane. And I'ma definitely put you in the game. Don't fuck with the green, but I'm under pressure. I got them out trying to call the deflections. Don't be on that lean, but I'm a relaxer. I'm all the way up when she need that erection. I'm in the kitchen whipping up a blessing, ripping off her dresser, kissing her on the neck. With no intermission, slipping in and out of the pussy finish hard and she cut me a check. I'ma make her legs break just like an ego. She know this weapon I carry is legal. I'ma beat the pussy up just like I'm Devo. It ain't never gonna be the same, he know. I am the alpha, I am the sequel. And my game sharp just like a needle. I'ma go down while you keep it cathedral. That's one of the perks when you fuck with Slugito. It's fucking going, these niggas is flexing. Arms in the air till they get intercepted. Shorty got goals and that ain't no question. She climbing the pole like the day of election. She calling the friends on, I'll call it the option. I'm in her end zone, I'm calling the option. You call it the end zone, I'll call it the box. Touchdown in her end zone and beat up the box. Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your window when I touch down. Touchdown. 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 Liquor and them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you busted when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we getting lit.
I like a brick, I ain't starving. Hollywood's always starring. Denied the text, she was calling. And saw that I was all in. I'm all bricks like apartments. Ain't picking up my phone like Gucci. And cheating on my bitch adultery. Take my baby like some movies. I like a brick, start up the key. Start the ignition, well it ain't even got no key. What is your taste? I got precision in the paint. What is your mission? Now you start fall down to her knees. High definition, you gotta see that I talk. Niggas gon' bliss me, I had to pull up out the pocket. Better stop it like a red light, you ain't coming with no gas. Summon blue money, rubber band bundles in the bag. Lost a nation, you cannot tell me where you at. Lost his location, that nigga pussy anyway. Trapping the making, I'm always coming in with plans. All I do never, these bitches always gonna depend. I can't really change the weather, umbrellas, we gotta making it rain. I got some buzz like a fella, ain't got no time for no just sales. So call when you want it, ain't got no minute more, maybe you better tell when you want it. I like a brick, I ain't starving. Hollywood's always starring. The night you text, she was calling. It's all that I was all in. I'm all bricks like apartments. And picking up my phone like Gucci. And cheating on my bitch adultery. Quit my baby like some movies. Looking around like the track, they pit me cotton the mighties. They keep on sleeping like I'm taking off to the highest. These bitches always replying, taking the truth out the night. Telling the gabby bag up. Ain't got no time for no crying. I swear I'm cut like the car. I keep on lining them niggas. They keep on trying my bitches. I got about 10 of them niggas. They gonna listen and chat. 10 commandments, my nigga. And if they don't pay attention, I'll rearrange on my nigga. I swear I'm all about cubicle ice. All about Benjamin. Better talk to me nice. Just like some lights, I'm ahead of them. Switches sideline twice. I call that bitch like I'm taking. Maybe even Jerry Rice. How I'm receiving that medicine. Got that wrist, no bricks. Gripping the whip. I got a hit, a stick. Shit, life is a bitch. Shit, prior to richer. I'm trying to life with these riches. Ain't trying to give me no losses. I'm trying to give me a million. Do I lay like a passenger with myself a Tesla? That must sound like a passenger. Tell the truth like pastors. I done ain't up at that section. No professional Lakers. Different individual. I do no one like a Casper. I like a brick. I ain't starving. Hollywood, I was starring. The night attack, she was calling. Saw that I was hollering. I'm all bricks like apartment. Ain't picking up my phone like oh shit. Ain't cheating on my bitch a dog tree. With my baby like some movie. With my baby like some movie. I never shot it up like Curry. Watching powder, no detergent. Watching hours like you rushing. When the pack touch down, don't say shit. Yeah, my 8 knuckles said be patient. Too Snoop, I was 2G. With my baby like some movie. Rock with me like some jewelry. With my baby like a quarter key. Fill my tank up with Louis. Ain't filming nothing but a movie. Chop, chop.
Narcistic Nation, WTMH Radio. We are back. It is now time for the weekly spill. So you guys know how like the Kardashians like had a clusterfuck with Tristan Thompson, blah blah blah. So, question: would you delete your social media or deactivate it? I should say, to possibly save your relationship.
Me?
To prove that you aren't being a philanderer.
Me, no, because that's still my business. Like everything that I do is shit surrounded by social media, and then social media is shit. That shit brings so much bread in your. You hear me?
So if your girl was like, "You out here talking to girls," nah, 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 and then you're just kind of like,
I'm gonna be honest, she gotta go. It's a lifestyle.
Hell no.
Nah, it ain't on no bullshit. It's just like this is a lifestyle. This is what I do. I've been doing this shit for a long time.
Well,
this shit help pay the bills. This shit, I got 4 kids. This shit help pay for a lot of shit. So at the end of the day, I'm not about to fuck up what I got going on for you.
I feel it. Well, listen, I asked you that to say this. So Travis Scott deactivated his Instagram last week in order to prove to his girlfriend Kylie Jenner and also his baby mama that he's committed to her. And this was actually reported on 3-5. But the thing is that I noticed it last week when it happened, but it has since been reactivated, y'all.
Yeah.
Can we just stop?
This nigga just stopped the whole weekly spill.
He did. Y'all.
Because her plate
Y'all. Oh, it smells so yummy.
Listen,
look at this.
Okay.
Y'all don't even know what the fuck going on.
Blessings in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Real short.
I'm so excited. Like, I'm gonna take a bite of this and probably do like a happy dance and be like, so
She probably gonna take a bite of this and start talking about this and not the weekly spill.
Right, I know,
and we
right?
are eating the chef's chicken tofu.
No, etouffee.
Whatever.
Tofu.
And all I know is I might have said it wrong, but it is delicious and spicy. Yummy.
Hey.
All right. So he has since reactivated his Instagram.
He did.
But I peeped it like last week because, you know, she accused him of talking to other girls in the DMs. And she was just like, well, so you're cheating on me. She claimed that she had proof. So much so that I think like he was on the East Coast, like when she confronted him with this. Like he ended up not going to or not doing his show that he had out on the East Coast, and he actually flew back. But they were saying that he did it because he was sick or whatever. But allegedly it was because he went back to the West Coast to be with Kylie and I guess reassure her. So don't ever let nobody fuck up your money.
At all.
Ever. Like I can't stress it enough.
And not just because he deleted that damn social media does not, ladies, it does not mean that his ass is not cheating. He just is dating a so-called quote-unquote billionaire.
This shit is good as fuck. Listen.
There we go. It is so good and spicy.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. This nigga just turned up.
Listen. this right here.
This nigga Ant just turned the fuck up.
So Kimora Lee Simmons plans to relaunch Baby Fat after like 20 years.
Okay.
Are we excited?
No.
We're not excited. Why are we not excited?
City Trends is about to be flooded.
Thank you. That's about it. It's over with.
In Shoppers World.
Well, she made the announcement on Friday, which was International Women's Day, that she personally purchased the streetwear line Baby Fat and will relaunch the brand this year. The brand was launched 20 years ago as an extension of the beloved Fat Farm. Is Fat Farm still a thing?
No,
it's not.
Nor is Baby Fat.
Just like Sean John.
Because I don't really have I don't have like a boyfriend or anything, so I don't really know like what's popping in menswear. But
listen, this shit is hot. My fucking ears is my fucking ears.
Your ears are on fire. But she did serve as creative director from 2000 to 2010. But I do think that this does have the potential to be successful again.
I can't see it.
And I say that because, you know, Champion has made a comeback, but it's
Fubu,
more
Champion.
of like Fubu was on its way back too. But it is really, really spicy. Woo! But I'm still like really pumped on it. But you know, Fila.
Yeah, this shit is serious.
But Fila has also made a comeback as well. So I do think that that it does have the potential to
to
be successful.
With all of these new comebacks, they're going to die right back out because
of course it's fashion. That's what happens. We're fickle.
It's a hot ass mess, is what I think. So I don't like none of it. The Champions, none of it. It's had its time.
Championship popping.
It's not really, you know. It's had its run. It's over with. Be more inventive and creative. Come up with something else. Is how I feel.
I mean, I dig it, but you know, so do you think that Beyonce should relaunch House of Darion?
Hell no. What? Who bought it back then?
I don't.
I didn't.
Like I had some kind of like
pieces,
zip up like pullover. I had like some kind of like zip up pullover thing.
It's not about the relaunch and recreate and launch something that's totally amazing and something totally different that we haven't seen. We don't want to see the stuff that we've already seen just because you guys are remaking it and bringing it back out like with the new
I think because you know that they are probably I think that they're more than likely going to have, you know, like some more, you know, innovative designers and things of that nature.
Younger, innovative designers. They are.
To, you know, to bring back the brand. I don't think that it's going to be, I always thought Baby Fat was like low-key tacky.
It was.
I just don't like that a lot of the people, they like put their name over everything. Like if we know it's yours, we already buying it because we fuck with you.
Come on, something different.
I don't need my whole goddamn outfit to say your name.
Baby Fat with a big old cat on it.
Okay, so Chef Anthony is back. I'm just gonna cut this really, really short.
This shit right here.
Listen, I did. You missed my little happy dance.
If you ain't never shit fire in your life, ladies,
this is
it ain't that hot.
This is man, it's spicy as hell, but it's really, really good.
This shit good as fuck.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. This shit tastes better than pussy.
Yes.
Stupid.
Tell us what you served us today.
Chicken etouffee with Creole rice.
Are you okay? Like, hold on.
I am dead over here.
Is this a game of? Hold on. Is this like a game of how white are you? Because I'm not even like sweating right now, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
I feel like a deacon right now. I'm sweating. I need a paper towel. But
is that hot?
This shit is so good though. You just can't stop. It's one of them things. Like
it's definitely
better than pussy though.
What I give it 1 through 10.
10.
Yeah, this is like a 15.
10?
Easy.
10? MJ, what's the best part? What's the best part of his flavors that he's mixed together? The concoction. What's popping right now on your taste buds?
The spice, because it's literally just enough to where it's not uncomfortable, at least for me, Stewie.
Right, listen,
Stewie's over here uncomfortable as hell.
I can hear them shits. Do you hear me?
No, but I really like how the flavors come together. It's just the right amount of spice. It's a little heated, but it doesn't make you uncomfortable.
I love the peppers and the gravy.
Let me introduce you, K Monet. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. What got your taste buds twerking right now?
The juices of the chicken, the gravy sauce.
He's got my dick
The spicy taste with the Creole rice. The peppers are excellent, and it was great. It was fantastic.
First of all, Stu, don't ever slurp the spoon like that.
I'm gonna be honest.
He trying to cover his face like
I done had some good shit in my life. You hear me? Anything that make your nose run, but still make your shit still tingle at the same goddamn time. Listen, bitch. My woman, if you watching, you gonna know this nigga here, son. This nigga does his thing.
So, how much does smoking weed mean to you guys? Like,
Chef,
don't mean shit to me. Explain
why.
I don't, because I don't smoke.
Okay.
Boom.
Keisha. How do you need me?
It actually means a whole lot to me.
Oh shit!
It's a part of my therapy. It's a part of.
So you sound like a straight addict talking to play.
It's my therapy.
I know y'all can't see me on YouTube. That's your fault. You can listen to me on TuneIn also. Anyway, this is the thing. You just said therapy.
Yeah.
You said meditation. I put on my yoga pants and
It's a part of
smoke.
my anger management.
So are you a recovering weed head from the 90s?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was everything.
Has somebody ever fucked you off a weed?
No, well, of course.
Weed sex is great.
I said no. Well, yeah, of course.
Weed sex is better than Henny sex. Listen.
Lies.
No, you don't know, nigga. When I fuck a bitch off for 2 blunts.
Specifically,
like, this is romantic.
That's romantic as hell. It's like you hear,
like, would
the
you
bitch
quit?
hear Purple Rain.
Have anybody ever asked you to make an herbal type dish?
No.
That didn't involve
You should probably incorporate that.
It's partially herbal.
Probably like incorporate that seriously. Like that would be dope.
That's disrespectful to his craft.
Stu said
He has a standard.
Stu had a weed hamburger in California.
I did.
The thing about that is I wouldn't be able to tell you how it tastes.
Yeah. You wouldn't.
Oh, you
can't
gotta taste it.
But the
That's
thing
right.
about that is you got a homeboy named Stewie, bitch. When I come right over and
he said, "I'll be your lab rat chef."
Well, listen.
As long as you don't put
So,
cheese
would
on
you
it.
quit a high-paying job so you could continue to smoke weed?
Absolutely not.
I would if I already had money from the high paying
Is
job.
this weed job paying?
Who you asking this
Smoking weed
question to?
paying?
Like,
This is the-
I'm not asking you because I know
This is
you
the thing. I would quit if I needed it. Now, if I just want it, or I'm like a rebellious person, which I am, but it isn't that. Like if they told me, well, they can't tell me I can't stop drinking a drug. You know what I mean?
Get it together.
So at the end of the day, this is the thing. If I had enough money doing, if it was a high paying job to where I was well off and I was good at what I do, I'm gonna do what I do, and then when I feel like I'm gonna get back at it, I'm gonna get back at it.
Fuck that.
Okay, well, I don't know if you guys knew, but Cowboys defensive lineman David
Fuck the
Irving
Cowboys.
did
Fuck 'em.
he quit his job.
Yeah.
He quit.
Wow.
He made a dramatic departure from the Cowboys in a live video from Instagram while smoking a blunt, and talked about how he disagrees with the
Hold on,
NFL
he died
strict
on the
po-
blunt.
So he quit because he wanted to smoke weed.
he went
wants
live
to get high.
smoking, and he quit.
Wow.
Essentially, the NFL. He quit the program so he could smoke weed. But he's saying that the reason why he did it is because of the NFL strict policies. He was already suspended indefinitely because he allegedly failed a drug test 3 different times already. And on Thursday night, he took to Instagram Live and said the following. Basically, guys, I quit while he was smoking weed that he claimed is medicinal. He said, we have this opioid thing going on. I'm prescribed that bullshit, and I think it's bullshit with that. You know, we get to deal with that policy. Like I said, it ain't about smoking weed. How many NBA players do you see getting in trouble? How many coaches do you see getting in trouble?
Snitch.
How many baseball players are getting in trouble? Not as many as NFL players are getting in trouble. What I did find out is that if you do play for the NFL and you need it safe for medicinal purposes, you can actually file paperwork for therapeutic use exemption.
This is the thing.
For weed.
First of all, he snitched on everybody outside of his organization because he just said how many coaches, how many this, how many that. What number is his? What number? You said what position he played?
He's a defensive lineman.
Okay, so his number ain't 69 because he was snitching like Tekashi just now. Now, I knew where you was going with this story, so I tried to say what I could say as far as the job thing, so I didn't want to fuck up the story. The thing is, if he signed a big contract, he got like 80. Well, let's say he got 7 million.
Yeah.
In 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm well off. I come from the cabinet, as you say.
Right.
Like, you mean to tell me? That's why I'm laughing at like shit like the R. Kelly shit where he said I only got 350,000. Like, nigga, like, give me 5 and we're back on. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my point is, he shouldn't have snitched. And I would have quit my job if I felt like I needed it. But he looks dumb in the media eyes because they'll promote it as him being an idiot.
Right.
But Ricky Williams did it. Ricky Williams was well off. He was the best running back at the time, so that really black-eyed the NFL.
Right. And I, to a degree, I get what he's saying. Their policies are super duper strict. However,
they're slave owners.
You're right. However, there are ways around this.
Like what?
So, like I said, that there's a therapeutic use exemption. So if it is legitimately medicinal, why aren't you filing this paperwork? Yeah. So you are able to smoke because he's saying it's medicinal, right? So it shouldn't be an issue.
I mean,
but that's the thing. Like the NFL with the NFL, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And Jake Elliott had kicked a 61-yarder and won us a game one time. He was high. They drug tested him after the game. He said it was the paper was on his locker.
Wow.
Then they did it again because he made 3 motherfucking field goals. So they tried to like do a random on him. They did randoms on our kicker like 3 times in 1 year because of that 61-yarder kick. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day,
so what was that saying though?
It's saying like
that the weed make you make field goals.
Nah, they should have strict. It's like they target certain people because the enhancement. Because back in the day when Jordan played, everybody was like, he don't get tired. He's on drugs. You see what I'm saying? They almost acted like Jordan was on steroids, but really Jordan was going up against older motherfuckers on the downside of their career.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it made him look stronger because he got bigger. But he said he did that to get back at Detroit because they used to rough him up. So he said, I got to get bigger and gain more agility and shit. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they target certain players because of their attributes, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just go out and hit a motherfucker hard as fuck like Ray Lewis. They going to drug test me.
Right.
You can't hit a motherfucker now. Remember back in the day, you could knock a nigga head over the forearm, but now you hit a nigga hard. They won't drug test you.
You on steroids.
But like I said,
you can't be strong no more.
I get to a degree what it is that he's saying because their policies are super duper strict. I get it. Again, if you're claiming that it's medicinal, there should not be an issue because Mike James was the first player to file this. So, and if you guys want to look up the story, I found it on CNN.com, and this was almost a year ago in April of 2018. So essentially there are ways around this, but hey, if you felt
he's rich, so I guess he just don't
right. I mean, then obviously he doesn't care. So moving on, Jussie Smollett has been indicted on 16 felony counts of disorderly conduct for allegedly filing a false police report with the Cook County Police Department as of yesterday. Jussie and his lawyers are saying that they're essentially calling bullshit, citing that this is redundant, vindictive indictment, and this is nothing more than a desperate attempt to make headlines in order to distract an internal investigation of a hospital, because that there were some healthcare workers in the hospital where he was treated that were actually looking into his file, and it's a HIPAA violation.
Oh heck no!
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. So they was like leaking shit and
So they're gonna get.
So they think that this is to distract from the fact that HIPAA violations were set in place. So I don't know, y'all. The Lee Daniels.
I don't even like Jussie Smollett. I don't like you, MJ, because like I said last week, me and Steve was the only motherfucker, mainly me. We was the only people that
both said that, and I was telling everybody that, like, me and my nigga Flair said that nigga was on some gay shit.
Yeah, and we said it was fake. It was a fake story.
Y'all did.
Real shit.
And MJ say, y'all just homophobic. Did she not say that?
Because no,
she's pro fag.
Give him a bell, MJ.
The bell right there, hit it.
Nah, it was a joke.
No, but the things that you guys say, such as that's what makes you guys homophobic, because you think this shit is funny.
I like gay bitches though. So okay, with the Jesse Smollett shit though, you know what I'm saying? Let alone from him, people are lying too much now. They want their shine. They want to be stood in the light. They want to be put in the light. I heard the rumor was he was supposed to be getting rolled off on Empire. Is that real?
But they said it was not true.
But if you watch Empire, Lucius is talking to somebody. Everybody's at a funeral on the background of the show. You see what I'm saying? Somebody's talking to somebody in the casket. So I don't know what it is.
Well, initially he was not getting written off.
Yeah.
The problem was that he felt that he was being underpaid. I guess because he's a supporting actor. You're not going to get as much as Terrence Howard and Taraji. Right. So allegedly he's only making like $20,000, I guess, per episode, and they're like making like way more.
Only.
And he's mad.
Yeah.
So and he's mad about that, but what he has to understand is that first of all, you're not on the level of Taraji and Terrence.
Facts.
So you're not going to get paid as much, and ultimately you are merely a supporting actor.
Facts.
Yes.
So Chef, how much you paying a servant or help to work for you? How much they get an hour? $2 plus tip, like Sonic and shit.
$2.50.
I can't say that.
If you had a cook on your say you got your establishment, like, or let's say you got a food truck, how much you pay them an hour? Or would you pay them by the night, or would it be a percentage of what you made through the night?
It depends, man. It depends on the caliber. They might get salary.
Have you ever quit a job because of racism?
No.
But
I've been moved out the way.
Yeah.
Because of racism.
I dig it.
No.
But R. Kelly went back to jail Wednesday.
Child support.
He out now.
He missed. Now his bitches got it.
Can y'all let me get to the damn
This is the thing. This is the thing. You are dramatic. Listen, we're talking about shit that happened on Monday. It was Saturday now. What happened?
Well, since y'all know so much,
okay. This is the thing. R. Kelly got out, and I know where you're going with it. He posted a bond for it. It's the same price. It's the same price. He's supposed to be broke.
161,000.
Yeah, and then the first bitch got him out on some other shit. Now he out on motherfucking for the child support shit. He's supposed to be broke.
So true or false? Because the lady bailed him out, doesn't she lose that money because he went back to jail?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
But he went back though.
It was on a different charge though.
He has to go to court.
Different. He gotta make sure he goes to court.
Yeah.
Throughout the
works.
case, yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I know, but that's what it is.
Yeah. So I don't be knowing. Like, I don't know. But he did go to jail on Wednesday, and he was released this past weekend. But someone anonymously paid his, $161,000.
It was Robert.
So, but this has created some controversy on Facebook because you guys know every once in a blue moon, I like to kind of stir the pot a little bit on my Facebook page because I know y'all tired of seeing selfies, goofy ass memes, and shit like that. So
that shit funny.
Did you see what I posted?
Yeah.
Which
one?
We got listeners too, so you got to explain what you posted.
So
can't sit there and wait for him. He is selfie king too.
He's like the live king. Like that's all he does is like every fucking day.
Like my live, y'all.
No.
I just get my live. Using the bathroom.
No. I'm gonna be honest. This is the crazy part. When I don't go live, my inbox go crazy. They think I'm dead. Hello.
So this was the meme.
Why you ain't go live?
So this was the thought of somebody. It says for everybody talking that R. Kelly should be paying his child support shit. Let's unpack this, shall we? The hashtag #MeToo movement began muting R. Kelly in May of 2018, approximately 10 months ago. His music was stripped from various streaming services and his shows were canceled all over the country. This essentially prevented him from making a living. R. Kelly's child support order is $20,000 a month. If he is just under $163,000 in arrears, that would be 8 months behind. So if it's really about the kids, y'all should be blaming the hashtag Me Too movement, because he was current with the support for his kids until they made it their business to stop him from earning a living. I just call it how I see it. What are your thoughts on this? Because I got a whole ass mouthful.
We know.
A whole ass mouthful. So everybody got okay. So here's the thing. I know for a fact that when a man is on child support and you are all of a sudden not making the amount of money that you were making prior, you can go and file paperwork to have your child support reduced. Mm-hmm. So why did it take you this long to say, I ain't got it?
Because it's who's working for him that's not doing the job. It's
but
whoever
it's
should have been
also
doing
his
it
responsibility, because allegedly, he's like dumb as shit. He can't read. He's like illiterate or whatever.
No, he said he couldn't read.
Allegedly,
that's why I said let me share something with you real quick.
Yeah.
It was a point in time in my life where I was actually homeless. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that was around one of the rough times in my life. I was going through shit, man, and I didn't want to live with nobody else. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get back right where I need to be, or whatever. Long story short, and I had child support that had to be paid, but I showed them that I didn't have no proof of income at the time, and they dropped my shit down to the lowest it could ever be.
Right.
So and
so is it
I didn't have it.
But so can we safely say that the Me Too movement is directly responsible for him not paying his child support?
Who, R. Kelly?
Yes.
No, R. Kelly's not paying his child support. No. R. Kelly's not paying his child support because the woman didn't want to let him in. You see what I'm saying? First of all, there's two sides to the sword, because at the end of the day, he probably wasn't going around because he was making so much money and she was jealous. But then again, the mom probably didn't want him around because he was known for molesting kids.
Well, but this is where it gets a little shady, and I've got a problem with his ex-wife, because this is all revolving around Andrea Lee, also known as Andrea Kelly, because she plays the victim and then she turns around and she's like, but he's family and he's this.
Playing this music in the background.
Carrying on and boohoo crying. And then all of a sudden she's a victim again. So it was like, bitch, really, what side of the fence are you really on? So I'm calling bullshit on her.
Okay, because you think she may be doing this in defense of R. Kelly? Maybe they pay her to jump both sides of the fence to where they didn't have a credible witness. Because they're going to call her too.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, she claimed to be. She was
exactly. So you think she getting paid to play both sides of the fence, and then she's not credible? Because I know a couple of people that got off on murder because a crackhead was a witness.
She's said that she feels that she's been brainwashed by him, and she's coming up with too many excuses for me to be like, oh, she's really a victim.
But you use the key phrase, and the thing is, everybody's saying they were brainwashed. Do you mean to tell me this nigga's game was that damn flat? No, you mean to tell me
no, these women are that damn dumb.
But think about it, the women. I find it hard to believe that he messed with some of these bitches on the Lifetime shit, because them bitches was ugly. Let's get that out the way.
So you do understand that being a sexual predator has nothing.
No, what I'm saying is, everybody I know of him fucking with, even on the tapes, were at least attractive or good looking. It's like, did he damage them by them being ugly and shit?
Well,
you see what I'm saying? Like, are they lying? Like, this is the thing. I think they're actresses. That's what it is.
They're actresses.
Yeah, they're actresses.
Okay.
That's plural. Actresses. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's a word for the day. This is the thing. I think it's with them. I think it's fake, but I do think he likes young girls, and he can't verbally come out and say, I know people that grew up just like me that had a bad young bitch, because we all went to high school, and that college nigga that had a car, like you said, would pull up and get the baddest bitch in our school, and that was our competition.
Yeah,
that's why niggas couldn't wait to learn how to drive.
I'm telling you,
you see what I'm saying? And they never said it. And then you got to think about the poor moms that pawn their daughter off on an older nigga because he's a good man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He just can't say it. He in a tight spot.
He said, "Help me not have a big heart."
Nah, but he said, I got people I got close people or something that keep that betrayed me, and I keep forgiving them.
Yeah, he did. His own
because
family.
they took his money.
Well, you know, his former lawyer,
his
former lawyer also said that he, that when he represented him, you know, all those years ago, that he chemically castrated R. Kelly to prevent him from messing with these little young girls. Like, if that is true, how sick is that really? Like, you literally, like, you knew that this shit was going on. And
but what I'm trying to explain to you, MJ, is that he's not the only guy that does it.
I understand that. I understand that there's Harvey Weinsteins. I understand that there's these teachers that are sleeping with these young.
I'm not even talking about black and white.
That.
I'm talking about people, period. But in our culture, black culture, there's a lot of young black girls that put on to get older black men. Because they feel like, you got to think about it. If you 5 years older than me, then I end up being 40 and you 35, that's how they looking at it. I'm in love still. You see what I'm saying? But if you fucking 25 and she 20 or you 20 and she 15, it's bad as fuck. You see what I'm saying? But it's niggas out there and there's women out there that do it. Absolutely. They play the game.
And when I shared this, like, I kind of like low key came under attack. And, you know, someone actually, a gentleman by the name of Gemini Reeve said that child support is a broke woman's hustle. Let me just be clear on this. This only applies to men who are in a certain tax bracket. This does not apply to regular people like you and I. Because trust me when I say a bitch is not going to live off of fucking $600.
I keep telling him.
I disagree.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
No, because listen.
Did you see it?
I know exactly.
I disagree because when you say broke, I think a broken woman that feel like she can't be in a relationship with that man anymore will use child support against him.
That's true.
No, that is true. I'm not taking away from that. But what he's saying is financially that these women will try to, you know, use that and make a living. This, again, does not apply to these, to these dudes who make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year.
Ain't got nothing to do with money.
I understand that it doesn't have anything to do with money. I think that he was wrong in saying that, but he also made a valid point with trying to make examples out of these men. It's unnecessary. That's the only reason why I don't really agree with child support. And this is why my daughter's father does not pay child support. Because it's like, okay, we're not together. Big fucking deal.
But if you was broke, how would you feel about him not paying?
Guess what? I'm gonna get a fucking job.
Oh,
you know,
everybody don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, Chef. You gotta remember, she's speaking from her perspective. You
exactly, and I want to speak from mine.
Damn,
it's a lot of women. You gotta think. Let's place you in the middle of Mount Vernon. And we'll say 0.1
not Mount Vernon.
Let's say Mount Vernon area.
Yes, he did.
Let's say you moved from out of town. You ain't know what Mount Vernon was.
Miami and Long.
Yeah, Miami and Long. You right down the street from Poindexter Village. You got placed in here. You was like, okay, fuck this. I don't like the way it is. I'm gonna stay here for 6 months. You put you and your family in a position around poverty. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you can't speak for them women that don't have money. You can't speak for the women that just laid down there and kept having sex and kept having babies. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it ain't about tax bracket. It's about a lot of these women in the hood don't fuck with a person because they get mad at a person because he won't fuck with them no more. He can be the biggest drug dealer on the South End, but she broke as fuck and she'll take it out on him. Because he don't want to be with her.
And for me, it was about responsibility because, see, I had put my child's son on child support at one point in time, and my son was about 8 years old when I did it. I got tired of arguing. I got tired of asking, and you keep telling me no. I got tired of doing by myself. I didn't create this child by myself, and I'm not sitting here talking on this show to knock him because he's a great dad, but during that time, we were a lot younger, and I got tired of this being kept getting shut down. So I said, you know what? And then when he would buy things, he would buy things and keep it at his house. How does that benefit your son. You know what I mean? And he goes.
It benefited because
and he lives with me, and he goes to school with
No, when they come over here, that's the
Listen,
difference.
listen. It's not the difference if you only get them 4 days a month. There's 30 days in a month.
So,
that is immature and petty and ridiculous, and you need to grow up. So anyway, I filed child support on him. I filed child support.
Women do it too.
Listen, I filed child support, and I had a good paying job.
Yeah.
Getting paid every week. So I'm wrong because I filed child support because I want to help.
No, I was agreeing with women like you. She said it come down to the child. I mean, with the tax bracket.
You're gonna help me. So
and you guys are missing the point that I was making. This guy was saying that it's a broke woman's hustle.
That's wrong.
What I'm
it's
saying
a broken woman's hustle.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
More than a broke woman. It's a broken one.
So, as I was saying, he said that it was a broke woman's hustle. I do not agree with that because it doesn't pertain to, say, people like you and I. This pertains to men in, like, say, Tristan Thompson, the LeBron James, the Michael Jordans and shit like that. It pertains to them. It doesn't pertain to you, or to you. We are in a totally different tax bracket because if you really think about it, these dudes are sitting up here crying about, well, I pay $700 a month in child support. Okay, but guess what? I know for a fact that's not even covering my rent. So I can't even, nobody can even say that this is like, oh my God, like I'm going to make a living off of fucking Stewie and his child support.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit.
Chef Andy was in the motherfucking house. So if y'all just now tuning in, like I said, we got the chef in the motherfucking building. Let them know what the turn up is. I want to first of all say happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Birthday.
You know what I'm saying?
Birthday.
The turn up at TOT. Let them know what's going down tonight at TOT.
Yeah, tonight it's going down at TOT. My birthday bash. Come out and fuck with me. You want to get in contact with me, hit me up at 614-774-5279. Follow me on IG at Chef Anthony _W. We want that good food from the cabinet. I'm the best around. You know, I fly too. If you're in Japan, you need me to come and give you them services, just hit me up.
Okay.
So with that being said, he wants y'all to come turn up with him. TOT tonight.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say how old he turning. Just let's know he legal. You know what I'm saying? He ain't choosing because he already chose. And he's chosen. You see what I'm saying? I want to say thank you for the motherfucking the food. I'm gonna try it when I get to the crib. You know what I mean? Don't tell me what to do, Stu.
My shit just now calmed down.
Get it?
I want to fuck with the rest.
You had to change your t-shirt though because you got a red sauce on it. I was just playing.
I was about to be mad.
With that being said, anybody else got any more questions for the chef? Y'all want to learn how to make some damn dishes and shit to make me happy?
Nah, I got his number.
Make you happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my bitch happy.
Yo, ask him how to make biscuits and gravy. You know we both like that.
I'm gonna start doing.
I know, right? We had a whole ass conversation about it Friday.
Biscuits and gravy.
I'm gonna start doing some cooking tutorials too on the tube.
Hey, I think what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna say it on record. I think when I have a guest that pay for the big package, we're gonna start catering food through you.
Oh, that'll be love.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we're gonna start doing. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be because I'm trying to do things that like bring all the entrepreneurs. I'm trying to separate the entrepreneurs from the entrepreneurs. You see what I'm saying? So if I collectively bring everybody together, the bond is strong. They can't break it. We ain't gotta be Jewish to have fun.
Bitch.
You see what I'm saying? MJ, you look like you gonna turn Jew the first paycheck that they got 7 figures. You look like you gonna be up through.
I'm gonna wait. Say
like, hey, you never wanted to listen to me.
Anyway.
They picked me up at CBS. Anything you want to say to your people, everybody that's listening, or will be listening on YouTube.com/WTMH episode 130.
Hey,
anything you want to say to them?
I just want to thank everybody for supporting me throughout these years, and you know, there's nothing but good things to come in the future.
With that being said, we'll be right back with Romantic or Ratchet TOT tonight. The turn up is real. See you in a second.
Biatch.
Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your window when I touch down. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Liquor in them Vegas get you faded. Money in them covers get you bustin' when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we get lit. Bend the thing over and bust it open for a real nigga, baby. The way you get exposed when you mix a little liquor with it, baby. Can't no one do what you do. I love it and how you deliver. Got him resuscitated on you, girl. That pussy a killer. Where I'm from, we don't fuck with the mirror. We taking the back streets. Trap stars with the work when the boys said we turning to athletes. Shaking, baking the fabric and Bobby like I'm giving them bad knees. I say it with the ball, I'm styling on them, bitch. I'm eating like Zeke. Working on getting more famous. She on my media, checking my angles. Fucking the butter and call me Chris Angel. In my city, lighting up like a candle. Yeah, these haters, this bitch get us some camera. Shuffle to the tail and I with the plan. A couple of shots and I'm all in the camera. Yeah, she stroking the keys like a piano. And where I'm from, it's all about that money, baby. And if you want me, you can come and get it, baby. You know that I got you when you touch down. I'ma be all in your wins on for the touchdown. Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your wins on when I touch down. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Liquor in them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you busted when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we get I'm under action, the sexual attraction got me in a moment before and after. Lights, camera, action, she throwing her ass and I'm roughing the passer. I'm Ryan her lacquer. I'm the new coach and I came with them plays. The other nigga you had was a lame. Give me some time when I hop off the plane, and I'ma definitely put you in the game. Don't fuck with the green, but I'm under pressure. I got them ops trying to cross the deflections. Don't be on that lean, but I'm a relaxer. I'm all the way up when she need that erection. I'm in the kitchen whipping up a blessing, ripping off her dress and kissing her on the neck. With no intermission, slipping in and out of the pussy finish hard and she cut me a check. I'ma make her legs spread just like an ego. She know this weapon I carry is legal. I'ma beat the pussy up just like I'm Devo. It ain't never gonna be the same, he know. I am the alpha, I am the sequel, and my game sharp just like a needle. I'ma go down while you keep it cathedral. That's one of the perks when you fuck with Sleepito. It's first and going, these niggas is flexing. Arms in the air till they get intercepted. Shorty got goals, and that ain't no question. She climbing the pole like the day of election. She calling the friend zone, I call it the option. I'm in her end zone, I'm calling the option. You call it the end zone, I call it the box. Touchdown in her end zone and beat up the box. Yeah. Right now I'm on tour and I'm in LA. She say she got a round trip ticket by the catch a plane. She say you know what it is when I touch down. I'ma be all in your window when I touch down. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Liquor in them Vegas get you faded. Playing in them covers get you busted when you make it. You know we stay scoring to the AM. You know we get lit.
This your boy Big Flex Dex, aka Young Nam, and you're tuning in to the world's most controversial radio show, Narcistic Radio. Let's
I know how it feel when you miss someone. I'm still holding on. I've been up all night, ain't sleeping alone. Man, I swear this world is man, I swear this world is bigger than the place you at. And everyone that say they with you never had your back. And I got flaws like anyone, but I ain't following that. And you ain't welcome if you leave, there ain't no coming back. I wear my heart up on my sleeve like it's a t-shirt. She left me based on how I feel, well I don't need her. She told me stories about her ex like she been still in love. I guess I'm just the one she run to when she giving up. And I'ma be there like she love me, but she never showed
hold it. Never said it, never felt it, don't got no emotion. And my heart is broken, why she hold it open? When it's good, it's fucking great, when it's bad, it's poison. I held back a lot of feelings, I can't let out all my feelings. I can't go on just pretending I ain't have other intentions. Tryna make you fall for me like I didn't feel for how you give it. Put me in a friend zone, I didn't been here for a minute. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. No, we can be friends, I'm still holding on. I've been up all night, ain't sleeping alone. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Rico. Okay. This ain't no jack and no Jill. Bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. Run up on me, you get spilled. Told that little bitch, what's the deal? She said that she love me, she said that she need me. I said, bitch, you need Dr. Phil. If you was so lucky, could you like my puppy, but you cannot come to the hill. This ain't no jack and no Jill. Bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. Run up on me, you get spilled. Told that little bitch, what's the deal? She said that she like me, she said that she need me. I said, bitch, you need Dr. Phil. If you was so lucky, should you like my puppy, but you cannot come to the hill. This ain't no jack and no Jill. Bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. Run up on me, you get spilled. Told that little bitch, what's the deal? She said that she like me, she said that she need me. I said, bitch, you need Dr. Phil. If you was so lucky,
Kansas City, Jack and Jill.
Bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. She see I get money for real. She know I get money for real. Bitch, I'm rolling up a pill. I pour up a four and I pour on a still. She starting and bopping, she bopping for real. These niggas, they plotting, so I keep it still. These niggas, they talking that shit get you killed. These bitches, they yell me, I still got no deal. They fuck with me, they so don't fuck with me still. They call me K-Rigo cause I get the kill. When I woke up today, I didn't know what to say. I met a new bitch today, said I'm about to go fuck her face. This ain't no Jack and no Jill, bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. Run up on me, you get spilled. Told that little bitch, what's the deal? She said that she like me, she said that she need me. I said, bitch, you need Dr. Phil. If you was so lucky, should you love my puppy, but you cannot come to the hill. This ain't no Jack and no Jill, bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. Run up on me, you get spilled. Told that little bitch, what's the deal? She said that she like me, she said that she need me. I said, bitch, you need Dr. Phil. If you was so lucky, could you love my puppy, but you cannot come to the hill.
This ain't no Jack and no Jill. This ain't no Jack and no Jill. Bitch, I ain't climbing no hill. Bitch, I ain't climbing no hill. They call me Jack Crafty, I keep me still. Just keeping it true. Okay. K-Rico told me not to trust none of these niggas. That shit get you killed. Okay. So I bought me a 4 and I popped me a pill. Went to sleep on the field. I ball out so hard, you know that I will. Cross over so ill. She wanna cuff, I just roll one night. Sorry, boo, I can't have no wife. I'm in love with the money, so I married it twice. I'm in love with the money, so I married it twice.
This ain't no Jack and no Jill, bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. Run up on me, you get spilled. Told that little bitch, what's the deal? She said that she like me, she said that she need me. I said, bitch, you need Dr. Phil. If you was so lucky, should you love my puppy, but you cannot come to the hill. This ain't no Jack and no Jill, bitch, I'm not climbing no hill. Run up on me, you get spilled. Told that little bitch, what's the deal? She said that she like me, she said that she need me. I said, bitch, you need Dr. Phil. If you was so lucky, could you love my puppy, but you cannot come to the hill.
Back live on the most controversial radio show on earth, Narcistic Nation. You know who I am, your host with the most debonair, Daryl Flair. With that being said, Stewie B, you good?
What's
nice and full.
Oh,
you know
I'm feeling right.
Okay.
I'm
K Monet, you good?
I am excellent.
MJ, you good? All right. Like I said, if you're just now tuning in, you waited too late. You know what I'm saying? We're about to shut the machine down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going off that motherfucking freeze. Everybody going off of something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all going off of blowing your bills and shit. You know what I'm saying? What I got to say? I had something to say to y'all. Oh, next week, I got a guest next week. I won't be here. I probably shouldn't be saying that. That's bad PR, wasn't it? If y'all feel like y'all good or as good as me or better, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should be able to carry the show, right?
I ain't worried about your black ass.
You over there looking like a skinny ass Dawes Effects. Talking shit. Oh, blast from the past,
Hey,
face ass head nigga.
Going on.
Nah, but next week we got through the week I'll let you know who the special guest is. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break a new product on the show. Shout out to Anthony Watson. Well, I'll get my shout outs right now, and then we go around table. Shout out to Chef, Executive Chef Anthony Watson. Remember to look up the Cabinet LLC. You need food, catering, anything, bread and bed and head and breakfast and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He got you. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. He's not cocky like a lot of motherfucking entrepreneurs. He's not arrogant like a lot of motherfuckers that ain't as good as they think. You see what I'm saying? He's a real good dude. He's humble. He'll make sure the service is right. You see what I'm saying? So make sure y'all put your dollar in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Start spending within your own. And then, you know what I'm saying? Don't. And also another thing, stop critiquing motherfuckers that you know. I think the moral of the story tonight, we critique a lot of people's lives and shit. We don't know what the fuck they go through. I want to give a shout out to my reflection. Without it, none of this is possible. You see what I'm saying? Hit the email, narcisticent@gmail.com. You can get that. Listen to youtube.com/WTMH radio later. With that being said, shout out to the Lawrence family. Shout out to the Garner family. You know what I'm saying? We lost one of our alumni. I love you. Be good. Stay up. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Go ahead, Stu.
Shit, first off, I want to definitely give a shout out to Sade's family.
You got talking to Mike. You that drunk? You forgot you was on Mike?
A little bit. Nah, I want to give a shout out to Sade's family. You know, that's family for real. So we definitely want to give a shout out to her. We still trying to keep shit together for her, but we about to turn this bitch up. Shout out to everybody that tune in each and every week. Shout out to all y'all in here. Shout out to that motherfucking weed that keep me sane. Shout out to my little bitty bitch that got that good wet.
I mean,
we at TLT tonight, though. You hear me? Your nigga Stewie bit. I might fuck around and pop in Atlantis too, because we got Jim Jones in that bitch. Big Capo.
Can you get us the who?
Big Capo.
Can you get us a skip the line pass?
You know,
I can pay my way in.
I be doing my. You gotta come in with me though.
Bullshit. What the fuck you saying?
But I think
see, that's what I'm saying. He gotta go home, take a bird bath, fuck his girl, take another bird bath.
The thing about it is, we have Chef Anthony in this bitch, and his birthday bash is at TOT, and you know I work in that motherfucker too. So I'm gonna go support a nigga that came and supported us tonight.
You think MJ going to TOT?
What is TOT?
Texas Trinity.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Hamilton.
TOS.
You never been there?
No, I've never been there.
TOS.
Oh, it be going down. Them bitches be nasty in there.
I heard a few years ago they had good food in there, but I've never.
They still do.
They got good music.
Yeah,
bitches.
They got a nice sound system too. That's another thing when you go to these clubs. A lot of clubs don't be cracking because the sound system ain't good.
For sure.
That's why I like the 57 shit like that. Like it was ratchet. You might get shot at, but I was from that cloth, so you might get shot at. But they sound system had the wall shaking and shit. You like, okay, I like that song. You know what I'm saying? They playing some shit you ain't heard in a long time or heard.
Shout out to the rest
This
of y'all.
nigga feeling himself. He got his dress. He got his dress clean. His dress clean. Like shit, it's going down.
Nah, shout out to my woman.
First of all,
she keep a nigga right. You hear me?
He too much.
Nah, and shout out to, like I said,
I see your little whole ass went on a little double date trying to. Yeah, you in love?
Yeah.
Or you like her?
He in that
be
fake
chilling.
love.
Nah, ain't no love.
You ever realize MJ?
No, dude,
your mic is on because I'm about to cut this shit off.
We don't do no fake love over here.
You ever realize this is the only man you know in your life that's in 3 different relationships in a year? He's a seasonal husband. Like, what's going on with that guy?
He's a quarterly husband.
First of all, we not about to sit here and act like Stewie just be in relationships.
You do.
No, I don't.
Every 3 months. Every quarter they say.
The moment you post a girl, like y'all basically in a relationship.
No,
exactly.
No, I'm like, you know me. Y'all know.
You know it's the truth. Look at his smile.
You mean to tell me?
I ain't seen him post nobody else but the girls that he's directly been fucking with.
Man. He can't tell me he just run around here and just every woman wants to be with him because at the end of the day, I know you fucked other women before her. I know you fucked other women in between. No. So why every time you promote a woman?
No. You're not about to sit here and do that. She calling right now.
What's your first game on there? Go ahead.
I just want to say what's up to my kids, Tremaine, Case, love y'all. My mom, happy 50th birthday. My mama's birthday just passed, so happy 50th birthday, you know. And shout out to all my little sisters and them out there, gang. They've been out in them streets with them little old rats and shit and been having to hold it down. But shouts out to my little sis. Love y'all, fam.
So is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So shout out to my mom and my dad. Shout out to my kid. You guys mark your calendars. We have an official date for the DJ Cafe Part 2. Biatch. I expect Narcistic Nation.
I'm gonna be there with my Sunday's best one.
In the building
Gang.
because the first one that we had just last Friday, I had 2 people show up. One was a former host on the show. Shout out to Fred. And someone who isn't even on the show. Shout out to Dom.
Did she just bring you up on charges?
Yes, she did.
On a load up.
She didn't bring me up on charges because, you know, like, I couldn't be there.
I couldn't either. I was OT.
I told Fred he got to go there because I can't make it.
I was
so
there.
Fred said, I'm going.
I was there. I watched her live.
Start having these events on Saturdays,
and
man.
I wait.
No,
so this one, this particular one for May 11th, DJ Cafe Part 2, it is on a Saturday. We couldn't get the venue for Friday, so
I'm gonna miss it.
Oh, I ain't.
How you gonna miss it if you work on Saturdays?
I mean, I work. What time? It will be Saturday night.
Yeah.
So we're not doing the show that night.
I guess not.
Probably.
It's up to her.
Sounds like
more than likely not. I mean, unless you guys want to figure out how to do it like from there, like.
Look at it.
I think that'll be the dope.
I think it'll be too loud though.
Why?
I don't know what's going on.
My phone, my bad.
Oh.
I didn't even.
I didn't know what was going on.
I'm like, man, that's that music you play on a drive-by about to happen.
Right.
We're going to live.
But we're going to be looking for vendors. Last time we had 3. Shout out to Bardo from Blatant.
How much is the tables for everybody that's listening?
If you want to be a vendor, it is $25.
Oh, give me a table then.
So you got to pay $25.
Oh yeah, I want to give me.
Can I sell my weed up there?
No, you cannot.
What if it's in a jar?
What if it's in? I was just about to, or a bag.
Just give me a table. Shit, fuck it. I'll just sit there and pass out business cards. I mean, shit. Everybody you got to think. Everybody coming from a different walk of life. So at the end of the day, like they're all doing something, some kind of way. So I'm pass out business cards and sit. And then at the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers gonna be standing the whole time. I'm gonna have a seat.
Right. Well, this is the thing, and I just wanted to let people know that we always try to give back to the artists as well.
Yeah.
Someone will get like $150 towards Ohio Fleet to get their media push, because it's like 30 days. I think they get nothing but full blown media push. So and the cost of that is $150. So we donate that money. You know, so this isn't something where we're just.
What if he suck? What if he suck when he wins and he sucks? I mean, this guy, he's a piece of shit.
This guy's a piece.
He's a fucking pedophile, but he's the best rapper in the county. Like, you gonna push him?
No.
Because y'all name.
Well, I mean, actually,
wait a minute, you backtracking on the business?
Right.
Well, no. This is the thing I was just getting ready to say. It's not actually up to me whether or not like Ohio Fleet pushes them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's up to them. I just say, okay, like here goes your check, and there it is. But we just want to make sure that people understand that this isn't just an event to where we just make money off of you and then we go away and then we pop up a month or two later.
Exactly.
We legitimately do try to, give these indie artists, the push that they deserve and the push that they need. Also, oh yeah, and I have something to tell you guys.
What?
So I am developing a web series.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Right. Thank you.
What's that called? You said it all dry and shit. This shit better be whack as fuck the way you said it.
It's not. So
wait. Go back.
Yes.
Let's say it again. Say it. That's why I be trying to tell her. Like, say it like you want me to mean is what I'm listening to.
Okay.
No, boom, go.
So I am developing a web series.
Okay.
We actually start filming next month.
All right.
So
now.
basically, what we are gonna it's gonna be a lifestyle web series. So we're gonna be featuring shit to do in the city, also outside of the city as well. So our first episode, we are going to be filming. We are going to be featuring Affirmative Distraction, which is a sketch comedy group.
Okay.
and we are gonna film them. We're gonna get to interview them and all that other ill shit. So you guys stay tuned. I'm very, very excited.
How often is this web series gonna air?
So we're thinking that we're gonna try to drop an episode for right now every week.
Okay.
So basically,
is it expensive?
Yeah. It's expensive. It costs money. It costs money to do this. So most definitely we cannot do this without your guys' support. So I greatly appreciate it if you did support.
You starting to GoFundMe? You know what'll be the perfect marketing strategy is if you started a GoFundMe and then whatever the GoFundMe be, that's where you go. So like if they wanted you to go to a Juggalo gathering, I don't know what that is.
Can we go around the table real quick? What's a gathering?
It's not like some Burt Chitlins.
I know, right?
Nah, but like say like you started a GoFundMe and they wanted you to go to a certain event and interview and look at the sites and shit. You could do it like that. Like they want you to do it the Juggalo gathering and you do a GoFundMe, you raise $3,000, you spend it going to the gathering.
Yeah. That would be cool. Like I don't know if we would do a Juggalo.
No, that was just an example, but it's different stuff. Like the Summer 614 is coming. Yeah. You can start a GoFundMe right now and then be interviewing, and then you can go interview Big Daddy Kane.
So if you guys, know of things that are going on around the city that would need more exposure, we're also featuring local restaurants. We would like to focus on local only. So if you guys want us to come in and film you guys there as well, we can most definitely do that. You guys just need to hit my line, or you guys can hit Camille, and we will most definitely be able to talk to you about it. But shout out to everybody for the love and support. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Next week we got special guests. Next week I'll be away on business, but the show will still be lit. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers tuned in for the last motherfucking 5 and 3/4 years and shit. You remember in April, our 6-year anniversary, man, the shit is coming quick. You see what I'm saying? With that being said, I ain't gonna talk your motherfucking ear off. Check us out on TuneIn, WTMH Radio. Check out the WTMH Radio Media Group app if you want to listen to the songs in their clarity. You see what I'm saying? If you want to watch us and see what the fuck we was doing in the background for the listeners, YouTube.com WTMH Radio. That's YouTube.com/WTMH Radio. With that being said, we did all independent artists tonight. That's including Slick Nito, aka Chef, Executive Chef Anthony Watson. I played a little bit of everybody. Ballad, you see what I'm saying? Q Stacks. I played a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, meet us out in public. You see what I'm saying? I got the new, and I'm breaking this tonight. The new No Mercy. This is by Sonny Campbell and Snoop Dogg. See, you see what I'm saying? See how that just rain, how the hate started raining, how the positivity started raining. Like people didn't even know, like I get exclusives, man. I'm DJ of the year. Why wouldn't I get it? You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is Sonny Campbell featuring Snoop Dogg. We'll see you next week, bitch.
Nomad ENT. Yeah, Sonny Campbell. For the 419 to the 614. And all of Ohio.
Lima, Ohio, stand up. Columbus, stand up. This is your own. You know what I'm saying?
On my day-to-day, I'm done more than make a way. First I say amazing grace, then I pops the ace of spade. Had to shave my braids, now I rock the taper fade. Ladies call me babyface, they can't even tell my age, but know that I'm a Don, yes. Don't believe in no competition nor a contest, gotta trust the process. You don't see the progress when I pull up in the truck, match the colors in a prom dress. It's never been an easy street, so I don't need you to believe in me. Just grab the CD and the DVD, cause what I have invested in this last 15 years felt like over 50 bricks. But nigga, this a risky biz. And player, I was all in, back against the wall then. Put in a lot of work while everybody called in. It's no mercy, bums ain't worthy, nigga. It's a difference between a hungry and a thirsty, nigga.
Money making, go getting, hoe hitting, bitches all in my zone. Got your bitches all in my phone. Whole naked, half-hearted, started off a tiny low. Skinny nigga, big pockets, run up on him, click, cock it, chop it down, bag it up. Sell that shit now, add it up. Yeah, nigga, we up. Spent that on my re-up. You can't LBC us. Cali wanna key us. Woke up with a Spaniard and she gave me Buenos Dias. Gold medalist, soul rebelist game. Won't wait on ya. Eastside, Long Beach, California. Pioneer, putting flags way up in the air. Big dog, big smoke, big bags in the air. Yeah, I do this. Do it like I does it. Get money with my cousin, Sonny. Ain't a damn thing funny.
It's no mercy. You bums ain't worthy, nigga. It's the difference between the hungry and the thirsty, nigga.
From Lima to Long Beach, throw the mails up. Sonny Campbell, Big Snoop, 100 Keys Production. Yeah, you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. No mercy.
I'm on the phone talking boss shit. Big homie run the game and I ain't talking CrossFit. I'm on the plane and the money that I brought with. The kind of change you don't wanna get caught with. If you know me, then you know better. I'm a bread breaker, never been a toaster. Clientele won't go, cause the dope better. Cornies wanna backdoor me, but I got the coat checker. Yeah, we been the shit, plus I've been legit. Been getting chips, plus the spinach dip. Don't keep yourself, nigga, dig a ditch. While you hit your little licks, we'll be getting rich. And you know how we do when I get off in the booth with Big Snoop, true gangster from the roof. It's no mercy. You bums ain't worthy, nigga. It's the difference between the hungry and the thirsty, nigga. Thirsty, nigga. Thirsty, nigga. Thirsty, nigga.
I like a brick, I ain't starving. Hollywood's always starring. Denied the text, she was calling. And saw that I was all in. I'm all bricks like apartments. Ain't picking up my phone like who she. And cheating on my bitch adultery. Pick my baby like some movie. I like a brick, start up the key. Start the ignition, well it ain't even got no key. What is your taste? I got precision in the plate. What is your mission? Now you start fall down to her knees. High definition, you gotta see that I talk. Niggas gon' blitz me, I had to pull up out the pocket. Better stop it like a red light, you ain't coming with no gas. Summon blue money, rubber band bundles in the bag. Lost his connection, you cannot tell me where you at. Lost his location, that nigga pussy anyway. Trapping the making, I'm always coming up with plans. Follow through, never these bitches always gonna pin. I can't really change the weather, umbrellas, we gotta make it rain. I got some buzz like a fella, ain't got no time for no just sale. So call when you want it, ain't got no minute more, maybe you better tell when you want it. I like a brick, I ain't starving. Hollywood's always starring. The night the text, she was calling. It's all that I was all in. I'm all bricks like apartments. And picking up my phone like Gucci. And cheating on my bitch adultery. Quit my baby like some movie. I'm been around like the trap. They pick me caught in the mighties. I keep on sleeping like I'm taking off to the highest. These bitches always replying, taking the truth out the night. Telling me get back up. Ain't got no time for no crying. I swear I'm cut like the car. I keep on lining them niggas. They keep on trying my bitches. I got about 10 of them niggas. They gonna listen and track. 10 commandments, my nigga. And if they don't pay attention, I'll rearrange on my nigga. I swear I'm all about cubicle ice. All about Benjamin. Better talk to me nice. Just like some lights, I'm ahead of them. Switches side like toy. I call that bitch like I'm taking. Maybe even Jerry Rice. I'm receiving that medicine. Got that wrist, no bricks. Gripping the whip. I got a hit, a stick. Shit, life is a bitch. Shit, crying to richer. I'm trying to life with these riches. Ain't trying to get me no losses. I'm trying to get me a million. Do I lay like a passenger with myself a Tesla? That must sound like a passenger. Tell the truth like pastors. I done ain't about that section. No professional Lakers. Different individual. I do no white like a Casper. I like a brick. I ain't starving. Hollywood's I was starring. The night you text, she was calling. Saw that I was all in. I'm all bricks like apartments. Ain't picking up my phone like Gucci. Ain't cheating on my bitch adultery. With my baby like some movie. With my baby like some movie. I never shot it up like Curry. Washing powder, no detergent. Watching hours like you rushing. When the pack touch down, don't say shit. Yeah, my 8 knuckles said be patient. Too Snoop, I was